Let me check the sound here. It looks like we might be up on several platforms. Let me check the sound here. It looks like we might be up on several platforms. The magic. People don't understand the magic. Check the sound. Check the sound.
Connecticut for 15 years. Wow. Robert Campbell. What was Connecticut like? Dancing hippo. Wow.
Wait a minute.
What was Connecticut like? Dancing hippo lived in Connecticut for 15 years. What's it like living in Connecticut? I've often wondered. I've gone to the casino. What's it like living in Connecticut? I wonder if it's affordable. I've gone to the casino.
I'm trying to get the sound straightened out over here. I'm trying to get the sound straightened out
Dancing
over
hippo,
here.
why did you leave Connecticut? Was it work? You were just sick and tired of it. Dancing hippo, why did you leave Connecticut? Was it work? You were just sick and tired of it? Tired of the weather? What was up? I'm trying to get those little boxes and keep your photo up, Lucky. So my apologies at the moment while I try to figure it out.
What did you say? I was trying to listen to the sound over there.
Oh, go ahead. I'm trying to modify the screen so it's kind of like little boxes and you're in the big box.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? You know, apparently, oh, I think this is it. Hold on. No, that's not it.
I think the sound is good on the other
Yeah, my father retired from the Navy. Oh, yeah, I see. Somebody was in the military, Lucky, and they were residing in Connecticut, and it's family, so they lived in Connecticut because the father was in the military. I see, yeah. Well, did you enjoy it there? Did you enjoy Connecticut? And what state are you in now, Dancing Hippo? Yeah. Connecticut, yeah.
You can dance, you can jive, having the pig of your life.
Kelly Lewis. Who was that person that was in stitches because we were taking the song? Oh, you were in Washington State. Wow. How's Washington State? West Coast, get it now. Nice weather, foggy. What's it like there? I've never been to Washington State. Lucky, have you been there?
Washington State.
In your travels?
I don't think so. I don't think I made it there. When I was traveling for business, California was as west, and then we started going into the middle part of the country. We didn't go up to Washington State, no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dancing Hippo is there right now. Dancing Hippo used to reside in Connecticut, they're saying in the comments, and today it's sunny like it is here for us. So everyone will be getting sun, but they just said the same thing. It won't last long. I agree. Yeah, it won't last long here either on the East Coast. We'll be hit with.
But spring is just a few weeks away now. I mean, come on.
Just a spitstone away.
Spit.
Just a spit and a slap away and a reach.
It'll be beautiful. It's going to be the best spring.
Oh, yeah.
The clouds will move away. Did you like the little harp I played?
I did. Are you practicing?
I am practicing.
Yeah.
Again. You know me. I'm always... Oh. My touch screen. He touched me.
He touched me in the morning.
Oh, I hit record? Oh, I'm recording. Wonderful. Everything has to be right where it is. Where is Oprah?
With
Oprah, till it's Oprah. What is happening today? Wednesday. It's the 26th. We're weeks away from spring.
I can't
Trump
wait
is
to go out on
screwing
the
everything
30th.
up. What's that?
I'm having a big party February 30th.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh, am I invited?
Yeah, that's why I'm announcing it live.
Oh, anybody can go.
Everyone's invited on the TT Universe. Come on down. And that's where I'll name whoever was on the list. I have it in my hand. Another day and more tears for the Epstein people. You got it. That's what Captain Crunch said.
You know, one of the interesting Captain Crunch.
That's who came in. Captain Crunch said more tears.
Oh, there he is.
I agree. There are more tears for all those you know who was on that list. Don't worry, Captain. I'm going to expose them all for you.
Yes.
We'll take them down.
One of the great stories that has come out in recent days is that one of the false
No one gets
one of the false stories from Doge that they somehow allocated $400 million. And NPR reported they got these documents, right? They were trying to blame the Biden administration. They backdated the documents and put Biden's name on it. But it was really only 480,000, not 400 million. Do you see how corrupt these people are? NPR obtained State Department documents revealing Biden administration planned to allocate 483,000 to electric vehicle purchases, not 400 million.
Well, why?
Well, they're trying to blame Biden. They were trying to blame Biden,
well,
but
he never did anything. Now,
but this is what
That's
Elon.
What tells me. He didn't do anything, but now he did. So what is it?
Well, which is it?
Well, that's what I'm getting at here. Now, hold on. I make a good point.
We got to get Skywalker up here. What's his name? Stryker?
Yes, let's get Luke Skywalker up here, please.
And see, people don't know, and I worked for NPR station, so I am an authority on how public broadcasting works. They are not directly funded by the taxpayer. They are nonprofit companies, and they're local member stations. That's why they're always having pledge drives. You know, give $5, give $5.
Oh, sure. It sounds like you know whose island.
But NPR
$20 at the gate.
Back when Republicans had more sense of demure. No, I was going to say sense of country, sense of education. They funded the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, which again is a separate nonprofit organization funded with taxpayer money to give money to the local stations. Those local stations get a minimal amount of their budget from federal money through the Corporation of Public Broadcasting, and then they buy programs either from NPR or PBS or an independent producer. Like they could even buy them from you and me if we had a show.
Now, who was saying someone gets money? NPR does or does not get money by who?
In the comments, Stryker was saying NPR wants to get money.
Okay.
And because I was referencing this news article that NPR obtained the State Department documents, I think were trying to move the focus off the fact that Trump and Elon manipulated documents again. Oh, that's not the again.
But why would they do that? Because it would make it look like Joey B was doing stuff.
Yeah, but they were trying to make it look like he was being corrupt by spending all this money.
See.
Yeah, none of it makes any sense. I mean, if you're trying to get it to make sense, it's not going to make sense.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's why I'm asking the question on everyone said, though, what did Sleepy Joe do? He did nothing, but now he did do something. So what is it? He did or he didn't?
Yeah.
I mean, what is this? This is like the case with the diddler here. Did he do it?
It's the Emperor's New Clothes. You know, it really is. It's the Emperor's New Clones. It's an animal farm with the pigs. Some pigs are more equal than other pigs and all of that. Oh, I got my own soundboard right there.
Yeah. Come on down.
I'm looking at the news on everything, and I've got a lot of funny things coming up.
Somebody said Trump is corrupt.
Yeah, he is. No kidding.
Wow.
No shit.
Again.
But the stories they come up with, the way they twist themselves into pretzels to try to make things make sense when nothing makes any sense.
Wow.
The truth is stranger than fiction, as they say. What was I just going to do? Open this?
That's how you do it. It's like that song, Razzle Dazzle Them.
I didn't take my Focus vitamins today.
Oh, is that what
I better go get it. No.
Wait a second.
Oh,
now Tony said Biden was corrupt too.
Oh, it was Biden.
No, we said Trump. Now it's Biden.
Oh, it's everybody. But see,
I agree. I think it's both.
Well, that's the thing, though, that can run into trouble, Bscoop, is that when you start saying that both sides and everything's corrupt, and that's anarchy when we have no sort of government or any kind of standards or, follow the Constitution. That's that slippery slope when you say, because we do feel like nothing makes sense and that everybody is corrupt because we're not, especially as we get older, we're not seeing things improve.
No.
And, we have this system of checks and balances, but it's being pushed to its limits, to say the least.
Oh, I think so, yeah. I don't think either side seems happy anymore now either.
So I'm just looking at the news from Google and ABC News from Trump's first cabinet meeting with Elon Musk.
Yeah, it was not wonderful.
Apparently, he's not an elected official. He's not in the cabinet, but he is the cabinet. I don't know how this happened.
See what I mean? I do ask good questions. Well, what is it? One or the other.
Yeah. And basically, they've been lying left and right. That press secretary, that blonde-headed bimbo, I don't know what's wrong with her. She's like worse than Sarah Huckabee.
She's
whatever
worse
her name
than
was.
Joey B.
God. We put together a
and
great
I'm not
cabinet.
helping matters.
We've had tremendous success. Guess who said that?
Hillary?
It came right out of Hillary's servers. You know what they found in Hillary's
Poor
servers?
Tony, I think I aggravated him too much. He already left.
They found Hunter Biden's laptop in Hillary's servers.
No.
Yeah. And guess where the server was? Ukraine.
Don't even tell me.
Ukraine.
That's someone's island.
I'm going to get my vitamin gummies.
Wait
I'll be right back.
Are you serious? It was on somebody's island?
No, I'm not serious. How can I be serious in a time like this?
Oh my goodness.
I love when Scoop starts making up stories and then all of a sudden he thinks I'm being serious.
Tony's the one who said, Tony 1969 said 1 minute Trump is corrupt. Now he says Biden's corrupt. And then I said, I agree. And then he left. I don't know why you got so aggravated when I'm just trying to get clarification.
By the way, I think I have a new cavity coming in.
Breaking news.
I was eating some toast this morning, or whatever time it was.
The yummy kind. Uh-oh. David Muir.
What about Lester Holt retiring from NBC News?
I know. Well, there's no money to be made anymore in the media. Corporate
This is an
media.
NBC News special report.
It's over.
Well, that's the other thing that press secretary did is that
I'll take his job.
They're getting rid of the press press corps association, which manages the press room at the White House. I think I've mentioned this in the past. Now I'm going to choke on a gummy.
Uh-oh.
But they're dismantling who gets into the press room at the White House. They're going to bring in all these right-wing outlets and all these people that agree with them. And that's where, again,
it gets slippery.
You take traditional media and you say, well, nobody... Well, that's true, but what they do is important. And I tried to explain that many times on here. And people ask me questions. What do I think of the network news and local news? And I think it's a joke. But I think it's important. I think it's a joke, but I think it's important. Two things can be true at the same time, and they can do better.
And they can still be funny. A joke can still be the truth, And I joke a lot on here.
Well, the truth is funnier, right, than fiction. But
sure is.
Traditional media really is losing grasp of the situation. And part of the reason is because they don't, as I've said before, they're just people like you and me, and they have jobs in corporations that put pressure on them.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be that way. News used to be a public service. It was separate from the company and the profits and all that kind of thing. It was a separate entity, basically, within any kind of, NBC, ABC, CBS. News was separate. There's a wonderful movie about 60 Minutes and the tobacco, I believe it was the tobacco case, and the tobacco companies forced CBS Corporation to stop the broadcast. And Mike Wallace was pissed off because at first he was sort of going with the flow. It's just the way the corporation works. And then he said, now, wait a minute. They stepped too far when they weren't going to allow, because that's when they were saying, oh, we don't know if tobacco and cigarettes are addictive. We just don't know. How could we know? There was a study since the 50s. We know since the 50s.
It's going to be what it's going to be.
Thank you, Janny. And so this goes back decades of networks and corporations butting heads. And here we are now at a place where we really need the truth and we need people to ask the tough questions. But if you watch some of these press conferences, Bscoop, do you ever watch that blonde-headed press secretary take questions?
No, what channel is this? What TV show is this?
You're killing me. You're killing me.
You're
no, this is
welcome.
when
I have.
this is at the White House when the woman gets up at the podium and she answers the press's questions. She's blonde, young, I forget her name.
Caroline.
But they put her on all the time and she deflects every question. She can't answer anything truthfully.
I know. They're fantastic at that, I thought.
It's
said,
master
I could have that
manipulation.
job.
So Elon Musk, back to the cabinet meeting.
She was asked yesterday if Bozo was going to have Elon on, and she said, well, of course. And everyone said, yeah, but why?
Yeah, who's in charge?
And she said, well, why not? And that's just the Cliff Notes version. You can all rewind the tapes, turn on your little TVs, YouTube it, Google it. That's what she said, and get over it. Trump won the election.
Now,
End of story.
I'll give you the perfect example.
I'm sick of these people that voted for him denying he won.
Isn't it something?
Sick of it.
They're sick of winning. They're denying that they're winning.
Why
all this
are you
winning?
Why do you insist on telling me Trump is my president? Well, he's mine too. He won the election. You need to get over it.
We're all Americans.
Get
American
over
citizen
it.
here.
What is going on with you
God bless
people?
the USA. I pledge allegiance and all that bullshit.
I don't understand it.
They look at us like we just landed from a foreign planet because you see empathy. Caring about people and having empathy.
Oh, well, forget about that.
Is something very hard for these Christian people and these, staunch Republicans and conservatives.
Right. And
caring about people is the opposite of what they seem to believe. It's very strange. Jesus and all that guy and how he floated down from, all that. I mean, they just don't follow his teachings.
So
apparently.
what did she say? You were saying, so she was taking questions. I know who, so Caroline was taking questions today, or were you talking about yesterday?
Oh, well, just in general, because she's changing the people who are in the press room, which used to be
I saw that,
NBC, ABC, CBS, and all the traditional media.
It's
now
they're 12-year-olds, and they were worried about, who, the tea people, I thought, going after the children.
Well, that too, you see.
So that was interesting.
Very interesting and scary. Interesting but scary, I will say.
And
bringing our Don't worry, they're
behind you.
Behind you. Where?
Oh, Bscoop is in a weird place. Whoa.
What is going on with Bscoop today?
Today? What's up my nose?
Yeah, up your nose. Oh my gosh. Is that kind of party? Oh, this phone isn't charging. Hold on.
Up your nose with the rubber hose. Remember they used to say that? What's up your nose? Yeah, a rubber hose. When I got into my 20s, it was
because
something
it's not
else.
Plugged in. Hold on.
And then I said, you better change it to what's down your throat. And then, the back entrance.
Drop everything, I'm telling you.
If anybody has any questions regarding inserting things, feel free.
I drop everything, Bscoop. They call me Droppy O'Leary.
They call him Sir Drops a lot.
Sir Drops a lot.
Listen, something's going on with this app. I've been through the past 48 hours. I've been in and out of lives. Everyone's complaining. Pro supporters of the president, anti-supporters. It doesn't matter what live you're on. Everyone is having technical difficulties. People are leaving this application.
Yep.
I don't know.
Well, because, on the back end, it is having trouble.
I think it is.
I checked to see if there was an update before I came on, but I didn't see it.
Oh, well, where do you look? Because I checked my mailbox, and there was still nothing in there.
An update for TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh, I just go to the App Store.
Oh,
and
well,
pull
someone
down...
should have told me that.
Yeah, go to the App Store.
I've been going to my local pharmacy. Well, no, because my neighbor next door, Nosy Rosie, said you got to go to the store for the update, and I didn't know she meant the app store.
Oh, Nosy Rosie. Haven't you learned by now? I mean,
It's Nosy Rosie. What's that sound?
Go.
What a noise!
Oh, hold on.
It must be the
changed
gerbil one.
I changed my fan position. You're telling me you can hear it?
Oh yeah, I can hear like a frequency. Can the audience out there hear the frequency? Out in the dark.
Oh.
CW Mountains has joined us. Hi, CW. That was the name of a network at one time. I think it was owned and operated by CBS.
CW, yeah, it was a joint venture between CBS and Warner Brothers.
And you worked for them for a short period of time, I think. You just couldn't stand them anymore.
Yeah, well, I didn't, but I still couldn't stand them. But can you hear the buzzing now, Bscoop?
No, I can't.
Now, let me try with this. Can you hear it now?
This is like the time I went for that hearing test. You hear that? And I said, hear what?
I hate those hearing tests. I
do
always
too.
feel like I'm hearing things that I'm not hearing, and I feel afraid to tell them I'm hearing it.
You know what I said to the lady one time? I said, I'll tell you what I do hear. That guy that's standing behind you, he's saying certain words I don't appreciate right now. She gave me the look of, oh my goodness.
What was he saying?
There was no one else in the room. It was just us. I was just messing with her.
She didn't get it.
She didn't get it.
People
She was
get
like,
us.
oh, I scared her.
Why don't people get us, Bscoop?
Well, I don't really want to be gotten.
By the way, did you see that young actress, Michelle Trachtenberg?
Oh my gosh, I broke the news immediately all over all my social platforms. I was wild.
Oh, 39 years old. What happened?
They say natural causes. I don't think so.
Well, I saw somebody, but I haven't followed up with it, that she got a liver transplant.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible. Lucky there's a lot of feedback of that fan,
yeah.
I think.
Okay, tell me when that happened.
Your audience will be saying, my goodness.
Oh, I hear something.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Incoming, incoming. Beep, 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 beep. So I guess everyone must have screamed.
That was you.
Yeah. That was a good impression, huh? Oh boy, I'm on fire. Whoa.
You still hear something?
Calm, cool, and collected. Yeah, I do. And it's not me.
Describe what it sounds like.
Well, it sounds like the guy that's standing next to me, and I'm in a room alone. Now it's gone, whatever it was.
Okay. I think
Well,
some
it sounded
wires were
like when I
touching each
communicate
other.
with the aliens at night, and I asked them to take me and beam me up. And they have still refused.
Well, remember that time, though, you did do a broadcast from the spaceship.
Oh, gosh, now there's some other noise.
Oh, there is?
What is going on? Good gracious me.
I'm trying to unplug. I'm unplugging things. I'm plugging
Oh, my
things.
goodness.
I think some of the wires are
Fliff,
crossed.
yeah, it sounds like wires or
now?
something.
Are you
Maybe, I
gone?
hope so.
Uh-oh. Can't hear you, Bscoop. But I do.
Oh,
there you are. There ought to be clouds. We shouldn't sing. We're going to get copyright.
Oh, right. Hey, this is my voice, though.
Well, but it's they own the
True.
material.
You're right. You're right. I don't want to be Epsteined.
I see a lot of loose wires around here. Maybe that's what's causing this.
Throw some water on them. That's what I usually do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a buzz. Holy moly.
Holy moly.
Any better?
Slightly. It wasn't as clean and crisp as it was earlier. Do you need to reboot it?
I don't think so. I mean, I just checked the sound on the multi-stream, and I don't hear it. So,
All
it
right.
could
Well,
be
we'll
coming
let
through
it be.
this little adapter. Just tell me if it goes away.
Okay.
Oh. Did
Oh.
it go away?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, it's the plug. Hold on.
I was going to say, I heard something something was ripped out. I heard a, and I said, uh-huh. I think that's what it was. It was a plug. That's why I always say throw up water on any plug. Anytime you're having issues with electrical, My grandfather taught
Turning
me
my
that.
fan back on because I'm dying. Tell me if it makes any noise.
Is it the menopause?
Yeah, I'm having hot
Oh
flashes
boy!
again.
And you know this weather. This is an early summer.
Oh, actually, you know what? Alexa, turn on window fan. I've got a nice fan up there.
Turning on electric fan. Beep boop.
There it is. That'll bring some fresh air in. What's
you
the
go.
temperature right now? Let's see.
What is the temp?
By
Good
Cape Cod,
vibes.
49 degrees here
Wow.
in Cape Cod, Massachusetts.
I gotta get my shorts.
And yeah, so it's an exciting day. Not only are
White Ghost.
actresses 39 years old dying of natural causes, I had an
know.
audition.
And then I know an audition
For the first time
Are
in
you going to
years.
talk about this publicly? Or?
Well, I don't know if I can, but I will
I
just
know.
say that keep your fingers, your toes, and everything crossed. Cross
I
your
have
legs.
literally everything crossed right now.
It's from what I can see, it's a basically a part-time temporary gig to begin
Right.
with. It's hosting a podcast. I can say that.
That's all right.
And it would be like over, I think, a 6-month period, at least to begin with. Oh, there's the post. So I sent in the audition, and we'll see. I'm very curious to see how it goes. So.
Oh yeah, and they always say 6 months anywhere you go. I mean,
Well,
next thing you know, it's 6 years later,
Well, right. I mean, they want to see if the person is a good
and then it's
fit.
like you're like Lester Holt retiring from
Lester Holt.
whatever
Oh,
it is.
don't
Now,
we
are
love
they going to
Le-
have? They should do a celebrity like every night a different person on. That would be great. Who's tonight's celebrity guest for the news?
This is an NBC News special report.
I like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lester Holt is stepping down from NBC News.
Lester, you filthy.
Tom Brokaw, what say you?
Well, I'd say I'm back, Michelle. This is Mitch McConnell. I'm not running for Senate no more.
We've got the Oscars coming this weekend.
Yeah, that's right. Are you
Is
excited?
that this weekend? Oh my God.
Here
Conan
it is.
O'Brien hosting.
Bloop,
Is
bloop.
it really this Sunday? Oh my
Yes,
God.
it
I
is.
can't
Oscar Sunday, and make sure you all tune in for the Oscar special live broadcast we do.
be. Yes.
We have special guests
We're
coming up
planning
that
it. We
include
don't know what
me,
it's gonna
me
be.
and me.
But it's going to be us, and it's going
A
to be
whole
great.
day event. It's going to be fantastic. We did the Super Bowl one.
Oh, because we're big sports ball fans.
Yeah, we love big
With an
big sports
emphasis on the balls.
Balls.
I got to plug my iPad in now. Let's see.
Bloop.
I'm gonna. How many buzzes can I make with this?
Uh-oh.
Christ
Don't do it.
Well, how am I going to operate? If I don't have
Operation.
my iPad, how am I going to operate?
Oh, gosh, what I
You
do.
see, I think some of these plugs, as I've mentioned in the past, some of these plugs are not Apple certified,
Right.
and so they don't work like they should, or I don't freaking know. I just unplugged my electric shaver. Hopefully that'll do something.
I love it.
Conan O'Brien, the Oscars this weekend.
That's right. What says you, I say?
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with that. I was hoping Wicked would be more prominent this
I know.
awards season, but apparently...
What the heck happened?
I don't know.
Apparently, what happened with all of that?
Oh, this is
Crazy.
interesting. I don't know if you're a Doctor Who fan out there. It's become a very popular show. Again, it's been on for like 60 years, but apparently Alan Cumming is joining the Doctor Who family.
Oh, that's going to go right into the top 5.
Yeah, I love Alan Cumming.
Me too.
This was just announced today. There was some speculation on whether what was going on with the show, because for the first time in I don't know, probably its history, the BBC partnered with Disney this last season
Really?
for Doctor Who, and so I guess, I don't know, is this the second or third season with the new Doctor? I can't keep track anymore. I mean, Christ almighty, there've been about 13 or 14 doctors over 60 years. What do I look like?
That was when I
he's
loved
still
it.
alive, you know.
Oh, he is
Tom
really?
Baker, he's like 90, 99, but
He's the man.
I follow him, I think, on
Really?
Instagram or one of those. And He's still making jokes. He was very sarcastic. The one with the scarf too, right? He had
Yeah,
the big hair and
that big scarf.
yeah. He was great.
82-inch long scarf. I like
That's
to.
become a popular cosplay
Oh,
outfit.
really?
But he was in
Well,
actually
all you need is a scarf.
he appeared in the 50th anniversary about 10 years ago or so. He appeared in it, even though he was much older, and it was a big secret because they had all these cameos and secrets. And the day before it's going to air, he's on being interviewed. And he goes, "Oh, I don't care. I'm 80 something. I'm in the show. I'm in it." Love Doctor Who. Fun stuff. I'll never forget when I rediscovered it. I had forgotten it since I was a kid. It was on PBS here in America when we were kids, or at least when I was a kid. And that was the Tom Baker years, I think, the early 80s, late 70s, somewhere around there. But anyway,
Somewhere, yeah.
Since they've rebooted it,
I loved that show.
I came across. Have you seen it in recent years?
No.
Oh, let me tell you, there was a funny episode many Christmases ago with Matt Smith, a nice young actor who was playing the Doctor, and I didn't know anything about it. I mean, but it was a Christmas episode, and they've got one of these guys. He looks like a potato, one of the aliens, and one of the girls looks like a reptile, and they're in these Victorian clothes. I mean, the whole thing was so hilarious, and he was hiding from this woman who was like, "Who is this strange man?" And she goes, instead of saying Doctor Who, she says Doctor What, and I just laughed, and I'm like, what? And it was so funny.
Oh,
And
wow.
of course it goes up and down depending on the writing and all that, but that's when I sort of came back into it. And then I went back and started watching some of them, and they're quite clever. I mean, it's a children's show in a way, but it's very sci-fi as well. Quite
It's
clever.
fun.
Yeah. What else is happening this weekend? Anything?
No, I don't think so.
What do we think's going to be cut? Like, I thought it was Friday. It's only Wednesday. Why are you getting ahead of yourself, Paul? I don't know.
I don't know.
Timothy Chalamet, is he going to win an Oscar for
For what?
he was in the Bob Dylan movie.
Oh,
He
I
plays
loved him in Willy Wonka. I loved that movie.
Yeah. I liked it.
But that's
I
not
liked
what's nominated.
No, he's nominated for Willy Wonka. Not Willy Wonka. The
The
Unknown.
Bette Midler biopic. The nominees are Timothy Chalamet as Bette Midler.
Bette Midler as Timothy Chalamet. Rudy Giuliani as the Snowman.
Rudy Giuliani. And Mel
Marjorie
Gibson
Taylor
as a
Thomas.
cigarette. So what? Who cares?
Matt Gaetz as the Forehead.
Right. Mitch McConnell as a turkey.
Bitch McConnell. Thank God he's not running again, Mike.
So who's going to take his spot? Trump?
He's going to appoint himself.
Right.
Yes.
He's going to demote himself. That's how stupid he is. He'll say, you know what? I bet I could win that too.
Oh, God.
I know what? Guaranteed for life.
I'm just looking at the news.
Because he'll say, even better, I can work with all the lobbyists who really control the entire world anyway.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, that makes
the
my-
world is still here.
If I were that blonde, that's what I'd tell him to go do. And I'd say, why? And let Elon just stay as president. You go run. Take the Mitch's seat.
Mitch, the bitch.
Mitch. Oh, boy, would I be taking over the calls if anyone was in here listening to that. Oh.
Yeah, is anybody in here?
No.
If you're watching us on a platform other than TikTok,
Right.
YouTube, Twitch,
They all
This
lost their accounts.
no, come on over to TikTok and join
Oh,
us.
yeah, it's on
and
fire tonight.
We'll bring you up as a guest.
Yeah.
Also, NBC
We'll bring you up
News,
to speed on what's really going on.
NBC News is saying that
What?
Trump telling agencies to plan for a large-scale layoff. Isn't
Not great.
that wonderful?
It's going to be great, America.
It's going to be good.
So what happened to this
It's gonna
whole
be
app
great.
getting saved, I'd say?
Oh yeah, like they're like, oh,
That priority went out the window quick.
I just can't get over
What
Elon
happened to
Musk.
my egg prices going down, Elon?
Yeah, where they're working
President
on that.
Musk.
President
I need
Musk.
a President Musk photo up. No one voted for you, dude. I know that you were picked on in the 5th grade, but it's time to get over it.
Right. Do we all have to suffer because you were picked on?
Yes, you do.
Oh, I know what I wanted to talk about. The gold card. The United States gold card.
I know I want one.
But you're already a citizen.
Oh, all right.
They're
Never
selling
mind.
citizenships for $5 million.
So money laundering scheme, huh?
Yes. Well, that's all Trump knows is fraud and money laundering and
Oh, no one wants to talk about that, though.
$5 million, you get a gold card, and it'll get you a visa and a green card and
Isn't that nice?
maybe even a seat at Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah. But you have to get the gold card.
$5 million. Imagine, would you ever have imagined not charging?
I can't believe we have an entry fee to get in here now.
Yeah.
What kind of club is this?
Well, we're not invited. I know that.
Yeah. Somebody call up George Carlin.
And we ain't in it.
Yeah.
Why is it not charging? Maybe it's charging now.
You
I don't
ain't in it.
So what have you been doing today? You were all riled up.
Oh, my goodness. My day started at 4 a.m., folks.
Oh, God.
There was laundry, there was dishes, there was children, there was dogs. There were fans, there were dishes. There was a big fat hog. What didn't I do? Did he do it?
Did he do it?
Did he do it? You know how it goes around here. And I said, oh, my goodness, I wish Lucky were nearby to save me and take me to the water of America and let me just dip my toes in that golden water with my little iced coffee and
The
bow
golden
down
water.
to my
Wait a
king.
minute. Where are you dipping your toes? Not
Well, you
I
took me
pissed
the other
that time.
night.
But that's where I
Right.
pissed. The golden water was my piss.
I know, and I imagine it being, President Trump doing it to me, and it makes me feel safe.
Hold on. Be right out. Be right with you. Almost done.
I've gone really over the cliff. Whoa. I don't think people know what to do with me with these on here anymore.
Well, I wish I was seeing what was happening. I've just been doing other things.
Well, that's okay. I don't think you'd want to see it. I mean,
Gosh.
you probably would have said, how can you entertain these people? It helped that I had to get up and walk away for 2 hours and only really sat there for 5. So.
Oh, that's good.
I'm
seeing another plane incident. Every day
yes,
there's
a near
another
miss. Oh my God.
American Airlines flight forced to abort landing at Reagan National Airport to avoid another plane.
Yep. And the Bscoop broke that story too.
What is happening?
So if you're tuning in, would you get on a plane? That's the question.
I would.
No, yeah, anywhere. Now, would you get that gold card though? Speaking of that gold card,
if I wasn't an American,
I'd say no. You can keep your card. I've got enough credit cards.
I would say that
I don't want to come to your country. Everyone's homeless.
Well, see, America isn't what it used to be. Let's face it. And with Trump,
exactly,
I don't think he understands that. Really, all the other countries are laughing at us.
They really are. Just go into their lives. They literally say, "I feel bad for you."
Yeah. And the fact that everything, work can be done wherever you are. It used to be you had to be there, you had to be here to do whatever the type of work. And in some instances that may still be true, but for the most part, you don't have to come here to work here. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You used to physically have to get on a plane, come here, go to the office, log in, get on the desk, how's your secretary? But now, I mean, even, I have family members that, I don't know, a few days a week they work from home and they have their office phone. This goes back to the lockdown. You plug in your office phone to your internet and you've got your work login and you're doing your same job. You're sitting at home, you're sitting in an office. Crazy. And so for people to pay $5 million to come here, now that comes with a lot of other perks, but in one way it is sort of like money laundering. But that's all Trump knows. That's all he's ever done. He's always been a crook. Always. Since he was a kid, he was a crook and a slime ball. Remember, he had bone spurs. Does everybody remember the famous bone spurs that spurred out of his bones? I mean, yeah, he couldn't fight for the country. He had bone spurs in his feet.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. You must know this, Captain Bone Spurs, they called him. That's how he got out of going into the military, because he had bone spurs.
Boom. Spurs.
So I don't know. Maybe the bone spur. Did you see his hand? He had a big bruise on his hand.
Really?
Trump, yeah, like he had an IV in.
Ooh. Well,
Maybe
someone
that's
made a
how
good
his-
point in this earlier this afternoon. Someone said to me, I don't know which way they voted. It didn't really matter. We weren't having a political conversation. It was just more about why are we still voting in all these old people?
Honest to
And I
God.
said,
Oh, Bscoop. It says paused. You might have got a phone call or text, or maybe the Wi-Fi went out.
hello?
There
Hello?
he is. Hello.
Hi.
What happened?
I don't know.
Got a call?
No?
It paused for a moment.
Oh, see, it's this app.
Yeah, it's very buggy. Anyway,
yeah,
you were talking about your time on Epstein's Island when you were there. Go
That's
ahead.
right. And someone said to me, I think they kind of look like a Bill Cosby, but it wasn't. It might have been his evil twin. And they said, why are we still voting in white old men? And I said, thank you. And then I woke up 10 days later. Yeah, true story. True story. So,
True story.
true story. But I did get the selfie, so
Well, that makes it all worth it, doesn't it?
yeah.
Let me change the color of this. How about green? Green looks good.
Oh, somebody said he does not have autism, but I need someone to come in and tell me if Musk does or doesn't.
Well, he has said that he does on many, many occasions.
Oh, then my apologies on the
Yes.
joke I made at 2:00 this afternoon.
Strike that from the record, Your
Strike
Honor.
that from the record. It did not exist.
Yes. Oh, that's a lovely photo you have up.
Yeah, that's our time on the island together when we
Broke
were
his
hanging out.
bones to get in that position.
Oh my God! And I encourage everybody to watch the movie Blink Twice. Whoa! Talk about the island.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, do
Where is
yourself
that
a favor.
streaming? Do you know?
I don't know. I can look it up right now
Oh,
if you want me to.
Bscoop.
I saw it in the movie theater. I know that.
Oh, when was it on? When was it out?
I don't know. A while ago. Oh, this is months ago.
I see.
Oh yeah, it's currently playing on Amazon, the UB2B, and the MGM, whatever that is.
Oh, yeah. MGM used to be. What was MGM? MGM used to be a different channel. I forget. They're all. Well, MGM is part of Amazon now. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
Amazon bought MGM a couple of years ago, I think. And yeah, so they kept the Lion and the MGM, but it's an Amazon Studios, which is really
wow.
weird. Yeah. When you think of Amazon, I guess producing its own content for streaming, but to own MGM, one of the classic Hollywood studios, I don't know.
Oh, amazing. Oh, that's nicer. Look at that beautiful photo.
Should I update it? I have many more.
You'll grab somebody. You'll got to have it nice and big. These people aren't the smartest, and they don't really see that well either.
That's true.
Clearly, look who they voted for.
My God.
They can't hear very well, and obviously they don't see very well. So you have to make the photos really big.
Okay.
Remember those slow students in school? They used to give them the big print books. Like one letter would take up the whole page. That's who the current voters consists of.
Oh, Jesus. Hold on a second. I'm going to.
It won't do it.
Let me see if I can get this picture in. Green screen.
It does the green screen when you're switching. Oh, see, why does it do this?
You can't read it.
Well, it says, it
He
says
doesn't read. He doesn't
think.
think. He doesn't listen. He doesn't understand. He doesn't tell the truth. Let me see. How do I resize it, Bscoop?
There's got to
I mean,
be a
I
way.
have a. I have
You
a
know what I've
thing.
done? I've actually pinched it a little and taken a screenshot. It's a little, kind of like a little bit of a trick I did.
Okay.
You know what? Oh shoot, you're on live. Oh, that'd be a good
I
one.
have a.
That'd be a great one to have up.
I have an old program. I won't delete it from my phone
Listen,
because it's
why
not
is this
available
app
anymore.
not conforming? Why does it just all the technology? Here's the thing, all the tech. Honestly, I feel like I'm back in 2010. It's 2025.
Yes, people, please.
Can the applications please just take the photo and fit it correctly to the whatever we're doing?
I think this is the. I think.
But
I
oh
have
no,
the,
we got AI making phone calls, hotel reservations, hair care appointments, doctor's appointments, healthcare decisions for me. But they
Yeah.
can't just take a simple photo. Oh no. Do you know how many people that will take for me to hire just to have that photo get conformed into that little box? I don't care.
Can't be done.
I'm
Can't
sorry.
do it here.
You know what? Let's revisit this in 6 years on your next
Oops,
review.
Hold on. It wants to make sure I'm a
And,
live person.
Oh
There we
my
go.
goodness, again.
Again and again and again.
Wow, they must have a lot of AIs going live.
Yeah.
Wow, you know, that's a big problem, I guess, now. Even the tech is up against tech. So if the computers can't even get along, they want the humans to get along? Oh my goodness. I mean, I make a valid, good question here. The computers are even questioning people. Where's Joe Mama when you need him?
Honest to God, where
He's
is it?
probably
Let's see if this,
he's packing to
oh,
get a. Oh, there it is.
But I have white bottom, but I guess that's all right. We can see.
Don't say that too loud with all these lavenders running around.
Oh, a white bottom.
Hold on, I'll try this. Does this help? There you go.
Fabulous.
Perfect. And look at Mr. Island down there holding up the little photo. You know, they were best buddies.
Oh my God, they went everywhere together.
Oh, sure. Come on. You don't fool me. You got to get up real early. If I'm up at 4, you're going to have to get up real early, folks.
To fool Bscoop.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He doesn't read. He doesn't think. He doesn't listen. He doesn't understand. He doesn't tell the truth. He doesn't obey rules. He doesn't care about anyone.
I don't care.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wowzers.
You know who you'd like? You'd love Simply Granny if she's on, but I don't know if she is.
Oh, did you sent me a couple of videos, you know, I guess when they're live, you know, once they end, it didn't go through, but I thought I saw something about Granny and I couldn't get to it and I wanted to ask you. I think you sent me it.
It was fantastic. She's on your page and she's right there with the info and whoa.
What do you mean she's on my page?
Oh, she's on our team. Like she's
Oh,
whoa.
yeah. I thought you meant like
She's
my TikTok page.
Oh no. So I was trying to find her, but I can't seem to find anybody. So something's wrong with this app. See, because
So
usually
you keep saying.
I am usually given a list of names anytime I hit guest. So you see how you see the word guest down at the bottom?
Yeah.
Like I should be able to access that and be able to invite someone in.
And you can't?
I cannot do that. No one's listed.
Oh, well, I don't think there's anybody in here but you and me.
So Allison said that, Lucky, you are wrong about Trump. He went to one of the best schools in this country. We weren't talking about that, though. He does know how to, well, something. Allison, he knows how to do what?
Well, Allison.
Well, I don't. No one was disagreeing about where he went to school.
Oh yeah, no, I am going to disagree with that. Because,
well, why?
Because every teacher says he never went there. He was enrolled there, but he never went to class.
I'll speak on Allison's behalf.
He was a
How
horrible,
dare you?
And he was horrible at everything. He was a shyster. Oh yeah, he was.
Well, now she said something about Biden could never something. Never could. Oh, Biden can't read? Oh, I can believe it. Go ahead, Lucky.
Oh, well, that was it, I guess.
Oh, I guess that's so. Oh, that's what your photo is. That's what you're referring to.
She's referring to the photo, I think. He
Oh,
doesn't
my
read.
apologies,
He doesn't think.
Allison.
He doesn't listen. He doesn't understand. He doesn't tell the truth. He doesn't obey the rules. He doesn't care about anyone.
Allison, do you agree? Now wait,
Absolutely
Alice. I'll
nobody.
speak for Allison. How dare you?
You think that's how she sounds?
Well, I'm her representation then. I like that. That'd be good, huh?
That'd be great.
Well, he does care about protecting girls who play in sports. How dare you?
You mean the 10
Oh.
people in the entire country that are trans athletes? Great.
Somebody else brought this up about the children, and I simply said, stop bringing the children to these locations where these people
I
are.
believe the children are our future.
I don't know. Apparently, this man, wherever he was from, was apparently getting attacked daily by them.
Yeah. Well,
And
that's what
I was
ask,
I was
who are
really
you
in complete shock, to be honest with you.
Well,
I couldn't
who are they
believe it.
spending time with? That's the thing. It's like,
Makes you wonder.
where are they? Who are they spending time
Well,
with?
what town are you in? That
Why are
they're
these
all over
things
the place.
happening to them?
So why are little girls then being attacked by these certain individuals?
But they're not. That's the whole point. They
Well,
are
apparently
not.
they are. If you have to.
I mean, Allison
create
doesn't know what
this
the hell's
law.
going on.
Well, she says she does. She says he does care. Somebody cares. I don't know who cares. Who? Joey B or Trump? She left the
Are we
room.
waiting for her to come up?
I think
Come on
she
up.
left the room too.
Oh God! Look
She
at
probably didn't like my representation. I'm so
her. She
sorry.
didn't like your impression.
Well, I was only trying to support her.
I mean, you made her sound like Mrs. Slocum.
Mrs. Slocum.
Mrs. Slocum here.
This is Mrs. Slocum.
Is that my neighbor, Mr. Akbar?
I'm trying to be supportive.
Could you go to my letterbox, bend down, and you could see my pussy? Would you drop a sardine on the mat?
Vanessa's in the room. I guess Vanessa's in the room. Hey, Vanessa, how's it going? Well, tell me about that. So what is this? So what is it about Trump not being educated? He did or did not go to school. My apologies. Go ahead, Lucky.
Oh, there's no apology needed.
But I need to be educated because I was agreeing with Allison that Musk is uneducated.
No, nothing about Musk.
Okay, someone said that.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Vanessa says hello.
So when he went to school, you see his father was rich, and they got rich off the backs of all this money laundering and just really heinous behavior. And so when Trump was growing up and he went to quote unquote private school, he was never there. He was a terrible student. He was very insecure. He wasn't who you think he was. I mean, this person today came about when he met Roy Cohn. Roy Cohn was behind the what they call back in the day the Red Scare. There were all these communists in the government and in Hollywood, and Roy Cohn was just one of the most horrible human beings. He was gay himself, but he was trying to get all these gay people outed and out of the government and out of jobs. Really a terrible person, and that's who Trump's mentor is. And he said, Trump, just keep telling them you won. Just keep saying you won, and they'll believe you eventually.
Well,
And
it
that's
worked.
what happened. Yeah. He just says whatever he wants, keep denying everything. Again, you should see the movie The Apprentice, which is very good performances. I think a couple of them might be up for Oscars, and but a lot of people didn't see it because they were afraid to distribute it
Get out of
because of Trump. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
What does he have? The list or something in his hand?
It's
I
about
mean,
him.
I know, but what kind of power does he hold? It's like, does he have, whose list in his hand? I mean, probably.
The list.
I know I've got a list.
They have a new Photoshop app for iOS, and I was trying to see if I could use it to resize the. Here it is.
Send it over to me, will you?
Oh, the app? Yeah, sure.
Is it free to use or?
It is,
Hey,
but it has
Vanessa.
paid versions in it. Oh, here's
Oh, okay.
TikTok.
Well, we'll say hello to Vanessa, who is tuning in. She gave a little heart there. So we do appreciate that.
Oh, I think it does resize things.
Vanessa, what's going on where you are? How's the weather? It's sunny.
Is that my friend
and warm.
Vanessa?
Oh, maybe.
All my old childhood friends.
Oh. Now, do you know Lucky Vanessa? Vanessa something.
Oh,
Vanessa Sanchez.
No, that's not her. Unless she got
I'm
married.
Sorry. Now, is that your maiden name or married name?
It even has a AI feature in it.
Ooh.
So let's see if I can.
I watched a YouTube video last night, and they talked about how much of a bust that AI was for Apple on launch, and I said, yeah, it's kind of been whoa.
Oh, interesting.
They better step it up, Apple.
This added its own background. How?
Oh, really? Did you send it my way?
I'm gonna send it your way. Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
If Granny's on, because she'd have a heck of a time talking with you about this.
Now, can I save it? Export
so
it.
Funny.
Oh, what? You can't even save it?
Oh, no, I've got it. I didn't click on it. I'm
No, not you. I'm talking about the app.
Oh, just take a screenshot. That's what I do. I don't pay for anything. I'm like Trump. I don't pay for anything. I learned from the best. Yeah.
You learned from the best. Do it.
Oh, I'm enjoying listening to you. Oh, well, thank you. We're enjoying that you're typing in and that you're enjoying your stay with us.
Yeah,
We're
thanks
just
for
having
being
some
here.
giggles and giggles and talking.
Complete nonsense. Look what I just made.
Look at this, Vanessa. Look at what he made. He just made himself the ambassador of a state. You see what's going on over here?
Now, the logo part I made in the AI with Twitter, the words, and then underneath that, where the mountains are, I guess you would call them mountains, that was just generated by Photoshop. It just filled it in for me.
Vanessa thinks it's funny, too. Well, it looks good.
Oh, Sally Jesse, relationships get messy. Turn to Montel, as you can tell, he'll have one answer.
Well, that's okay, Vanessa. We love all. Well, now hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Vanessa, she said she's a Trump voter, but I said even Trump voters have a sense of humor. We all do.
Of course.
You gotta
And that's
laugh.
what we're all about.
I think everybody's over. Don't listen to me. I talk bad about everybody, so. But in a fun, loving way.
Oh, God.
Of course. See, Vanessa said, yes, we do. Of course. We all got to stick together at the end of the day.
Did you know that 21 employees of the department named Doge, that's Elon's department, they resigned to protest the dismantling of critical public services?
Really?
It's all falling apart.
It's all falling apart.
These are the people that are under Elon Musk in the Doge office department. 21 of them have resigned in protest.
We have a question from the comments, though.
Yes, go ahead.
And this is from a Trump voter. And I'll make sure that they stay anonymous because people don't like their names. But the person said in the comment, they want to know why. They legit want to know why, Lucky. Why is he orange? Now, seriously, we did Google this, you know.
Well,
remember we did do a live? We were being very nice.
I don't remember Googling it, but I know
I do.
does. Well, because it's makeup. See, on television, when you're pale white like we are, and he is, and you go on television, they have to put a lot of lighting for the cameras to be able to pick things up, and it washes out the skin. So they put on makeup, and it's usually a tan color blended with your skin tone. And because he doesn't listen, he doesn't read, he doesn't think, he doesn't understand anything, he just grabbed the closest makeup he could find, and he thought the more orange he went, the better he would look on camera, and that's halfway true, you know. But he smells like shit and makeup in real life. I want to put that out there as well. Bscoop, what do you think?
I agree completely. Now we were on a live, and Vanessa, we looked this up, and she's right. He said, did he tan it? And it's funny she said that because remember, I Googled too much tanning, and we were on a live. I don't know. We do lives
Oh,
every
that's
night.
ringing a bell. Yeah.
Yes, and if you're applying way too much, you can be orange.
Yes.
You can end up looking like an Oompa Loompa. And did you know there very well could be a class action lawsuit from Wonkaland soon, because they're getting a little fed up of being made fun of in one of the highest prestigious offices of the land. So,
Oh.
yeah, the Oompa Loompa. Well, I'm just passing. Don't
Wonkaland.
don't wonk off the messenger, as they say.
But that is really that's how it starts. It starts with the makeup, and then people
And we're
think,
worried
I look better when I'm
and we're
tan."
worried about the teas going after little girls.
Anybody that
Wow.
I want it from my own life experience, Bscoop, and I've said this before. Anybody I've ever met
Yep.
that is homophobic, transphobic, bigoted against any kind of color or anything like that, they themselves want to be that. Meaning, if someone's against gay, they are closeted gay feelings, which most people have. The talk about sexuality is so weird.
Oh, I know,
because
and they
most
have so many
people
details too.
can think about people being attractive no matter who you are. And again, it's all the priests. You start with the priests and the pastors that have actually touched your children, and the list of drag queens and others, 0 or 1 out of thousands. They're making us fight for the crumbs while they're getting away with everything else. And that's where I stand. And again, anybody that is vocally against any minority, they themselves, even my friend, again, personal people that I know that would say things about, someone's race. That's because they actually want to date people of that race. Do you know what I mean?
Really?
Bscoop, am I making sense?
I guess so.
If someone doesn't like a black person, right? It's really because they're curious and they want to date them.
Okay.
If somebody makes homophobic comments, it's because they themselves are homosexual.
Yeah.
If someone doesn't like trans and this and that, that's because they're questioning when they see a gorgeous trans
They
woman.
say, God, I love that outfit.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
That's what it always comes down to.
I know.
And I'm talking about personal experience, people that I've known for years. Or
I know
worked
why
with.
they signed that bill. I think people will agree because they saw what Joey B was doing with little girls.
I'm not. Wait a minute. I'm not following. What bill?
Well, I've seen videos. You can't tell me. Oh, poor Vanessa was called a racist and a bigot.
I wonder why that was.
Probably in somebody's live.
Vanessa, why don't you come up here and tell us all about it? Because
Vanessa,
I really
I
gotta
love
know.
it all.
I got to know what happened.
Hello?
Vanessa.
Well, hello.
Oh, hello there.
Oh.
You know
I was in the
the
bathroom
Queen
brushing
Mother.
my teeth, so I won't
Oh,
subject
my
you to my
gosh.
face yet.
Oh, that's fine. No worries.
I'm
But I
washing my
would
face.
don't. Whatever you do, don't
That's
use the
very
toilet
good.
water with the toothbrush.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Please.
I use his toothbrush for that.
Oh,
Oh, I love it. I love getting the
Oh,
inside
God.
dirt on things. Oh, that's a riot. I'm
No,
gonna
I
I'm
get-
gonna do that to people that I love that I live with.
Right? You don't even really have to do it. Just plant the thought in their head and it fucks their mind all up.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
You know, it's great.
so what happened to you? Did something really happen, or you're just
No,
playing
for
along?
real. Like literally attacked on the internet.
See?
TikTok. And it's weird because, we laugh and we joke. And listen, I accept everyone. I don't give a shit what you do in your day-to-day life. You know what I mean? I do what I want. Y'all do what you want. So I'm accepting of everyone. But my thing is like when I get on TikTok and, everybody has an opinion. They all do.
Oh, yeah.
And if I voice mine and it's against what somebody else's is, I immediately become the racist or the bigot. And that's all it took. It's literally all
But
it took.
you're saying you didn't say anything that might be misunderstood.
Absolutely not. Oh my God.
Interesting.
My
No, it's
family
because she
is
probably
full of
has a
many
different point
colors.
of view. Because, I was on earlier, and lucky, I'm not kidding. I had more people that said, thank you for letting me come on, because they told me the minute they went against what everyone else was talking, they were kicked out.
Right.
And
And
I
I
said,
think that's
wait a minute,
ridiculous. I mean,
why are
you
you
know,
having discussions then if you're just going to boot people
right.
out the door?
Exactly. That's my point. Exactly.
I
Like,
see.
go take your kite and find a hill then if you're not
Right.
going to let someone
We're
talk.
all trying to just, survive in this world,
I
and
know.
we all have an opinion, and you don't have to agree with it. That's all good. But we'll agree to disagree.
Exactly.
And I'll be happy that you are doing well.
Yeah.
They wish death and all this other crap on you, and you're like, what the
Oh,
hell, man? Like, really?
I know.
But I
Well,
mean,
I'm
I
sorry
don't
that
let stuff
happened to
bother
you,
me.
though.
Oh, I appreciate that. I mean, I don't let
Yeah.
things bother me because, like I said, I was raised in a generation that, we didn't give a shit. We ain't had no feelings, and
Right.
I don't let things. If you are insignificant to me, your attempt at hurting my feelings is not going to work. So, but in the same breath, I treat people as I want to be treated. I'm very respectful
that's
to
good.
anybody, no matter what their views are. I would be
Yes.
respectful.
Yes.
I came
Well,
downstairs.
I forget who it was. I was listening to somebody last night and they said, you can tell a lot if the way you're spoken to or the way, like, if someone comes at you and if they start throwing, it says a lot more about them than it does about you. Even
Right.
if it gets you, like, maybe it makes somebody angry. Stop getting angry and start thinking, like, okay, let's think about why this person's, like, going way off the hinges. Like,
Right.
whoa,
Like it makes you wonder. This isn't just as far as
yikes.
politics. This is going a little further than
Well,
politics.
this is about them.
Right. Like
Yeah.
they're angry about something. I don't know
Hmm.
what, but y'all are angry.
Something's going on.
But yeah, I
Something's
mean,
going down.
I'm respectful. Where are you guys from?
Boston.
Boston.
Boston. Yeah, Boston. We're
I
over
don't hear no
here.
accent.
Well,
Oh no, I'm
because
well trained to disguise myself.
From Boston?
yes.
Oh, okay. I'm in Ohio.
Oh.
Oh, what was that? That's
Well,
scary.
Ohio. I've never
Ohio.
been. Tell me about Ohio.
We don't know anything
It's
about it.
boring here. There's nothing here. We got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's about it.
Okay, well that's something though.
Yeah, I mean, we do have some cool things to do, but nothing better than any other state. I mean,
I have a question. I remember when there was that terrible, I think it was a train crash. Remember, what was that, a year or two ago?
yes, I do.
That now hold on. That was another thing. That I've got a bone to pick about that. Not with you for that. I mean just in general. What?
Come on.
No. What?
Vanessa,
Everyone was
I didn't know you were part of the train conductor that day. What did you
Poor
do?
Vanessa.
You put his you
Say
put his
that out
toothbrush
loud.
in the
Come on.
toilet.
Don't be
The
saying that.
train
out loud.
conductor.
That was our secret,
You're
man.
doxing her. I'm
Vanessa.
sorry, Bscoop.
Darn
What were
it,
you
be in
saying?
trouble.
Vanessa,
You were
is
trying to make a
everyone
point.
okay though? I mean, what? I thought there were chemicals and stuff released.
There was, and I swear to God, like any darn thing they put on the news, they divert your attention to this, and then you don't hear shit about it again, ever. I mean, even if you Google it, I mean, you just can't find nothing. And I struggle with that. I'm like, what are they trying to not? And this has nothing to do with whatever side you're on, but
That's right.
who would want to research stuff like that,
I should have access to that.
Yes,
Because
exactly.
I've been looking, and
Right.
every so often I'll say, whatever happened to all those people? And then someone had a
Right.
video on this platform. I can't find it. And I had that saved in my favorites too.
Right. And
Really?
it's like
I
the
did.
same
Yes,
thing with
Lucky.
the
I'm telling you, this censorship.
Right, it is. It definitely is. TikTok is another one that's really
Oh,
crazy.
yeah. I said it today. I said, I think this is going down like Titanic very slowly. No, I'm not kidding. I'm serious.
Right.
I think it is. And whoever buys this up, oh boy, if they're going to run it based off of whatever their political beliefs are, boy, are we all done for.
We are.
Depending upon who gets it, of course, I should say.
Yeah, and I don't feel that's right because I feel like you should be able to speak your mind. No matter
I
what.
agree.
We are all allowed. We're all entitled. That's our right. We live in
right.
the United States of
I'm
America.
in America.
Right. We have that
Well,
right.
Yeah.
what do you guys think of the current state of Twitter, now called X?
I just joined it the other day.
Oh, okay.
I've
So
never been on Twitter before. But
what
so I don't
made you
have any-
join it? You were interested in what was going on, and
Yeah, because I felt like they weren't censoring as much on there. So, and I don't know if I'm right or not. I haven't really played with it yet. So,
I'm on there. I've been on there for over a decade.
what do you think of it? Like, honestly,
I do love it. I love it.
you okay? Do they seem to censor you? Not as much, maybe.
Not as much. Not as
Okay.
much. I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you, not as much. Lucky.
That's what
That's
I
why I
thought.
got away with doing the music over there now. See?
Right. Nice.
when did you do that?
Gee.
Oh, you did it on your own account? Yeah.
Yeah, I did it on my own account, and I said, "See."
Well, but that's not censoring. That when the copyright is the people who own it.
No, but I'm still giving you credit for. I'm complimenting you if I'm going to play your song.
Oh, I agree, but I'm just saying.
Right.
Censoring is
I,
like when,
I understand the business side and copyright of it all, but I just feel like, well, gee,
what's the big deal?
Yeah,
what's the
everything
big
is so
deal?
legality.
It's not like I'm getting a check out of it.
Right. I get a little shit, a little bit of that bread.
Heaven forbid I get at like any little check. I'm still going to be broke and living in a tent out in the back.
Down by the river.
Down by the river.
Oh, God.
So you're having a heck of a time with these lives.
How long have you been on TikTok?
Oh, quite some time. And I never really went live very much. I mean, I've been on guests, as a guest and stuff like that, but I don't do live myself.
Oh.
Not a lot, anyways. I mean, I have the capability, but I just don't. I just feel weird. I don't like
Oh, I'm getting a fax.
Who's
Hold
coming
on.
in? A fax?
I'm getting a
Uh-oh,
fax.
breaking news.
Hold
like
on.
AOL back in the day.
Yeah, I didn't mean to press that one. I was going to press this
AOL
one.
was the best.
Remember the dial-up?
Yes.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Everyone would be so excited.
Could
Oh,
you imagine kids today if they had to endure what we did?
oh my gosh. I know.
Those slow modems.
They can't even write cursive. Come on.
I know. Oh,
Kills me. Oh, Lord. Our generation that's up and coming. They're just
I know they can't sign their names. They sign it with
Yeah, they-
sticks, like
How do
stick
how do they-
figures.
how do they go to the banks if they can't sign
They
it?
don't. They go to the phone, Venmo.
I don't know
Cash
how
App.
they sign legal documents. It's crazy.
Wow.
I worked in real estate as an underwriter my whole life. And, you have paperwork, you have a book you have to sign, and it all has to be in black ink and it has to be in cursive. And I don't understand this whole concept of taking cursive out of the schools and whatever.
It's terrible.
We are smarter than our upcoming generation. I hate to say that.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can't
They
get
need to bring back
You
basics.
getting those flies, Vanessa? You're getting the flies? I hear a fly squatter going
No,
behind you.
I'm trying to open this can of biscuits and it's going to scare me. when
Oh,
it pops.
come on. Get the biscuits.
I want some
Taste the
biscuits.
I'm making sausage biscuits and gravy for dinner.
Oh my
Ooh,
God.
I
that
love
sounds
those.
so good.
Yeah, my grandma's from the South. My whole family was from the South, West Virginia.
Ooh,
So I have a lot of hillbilly cooking in me.
yummy.
And then my dad was Puerto Rican, of course. So
I'm starving now.
I was just going to say, I'm getting hungry.
I'm starving thinking of
I
that.
only had
right.
3 pieces of toast earlier.
Aw.
And working and auditioning and
doing?
talking. No, I'm going to have, I got plenty of chicken tonight.
There you go.
I was eating some fajita chicken and it was a little too spicy. Believe it, and I was afraid of the acid, so I stopped eating it.
I'm not a fan of spicy. If it's burning my mouth or my tongue, it's not worth it.
I just thought maybe a little flavor. I'm always eating kind of plain chicken, and I said, oh, let me try this. I don't know. Maybe I'll mix it in with the plain chicken and try to cut it.
There you go.
Cut it a little.
You know what works good is if you just put a little breadcrumbs in there. It gives it flavor.
Oh, that's true. I got to cut it. Maybe with some baby aspirin. I don't know.
Oh, Lord. Stop
Is
it.
that
You
what they're
remember those
doing? I don't
tasted
know.
like?
What?
You remember what those tasted like when we were young?
Oh,
Of course.
They taste like the orange Tic Tacs.
Oh,
Yes, they've got a new flavor of Coca-Cola. It tastes just like it. Orange cream Coke. I'm not kidding.
Oh, my God.
Brand new. It tastes just like
Showing
those
my
baby
age.
aspirin.
Oh my gosh.
Took
I
me
don't
right
wanna
back.
show age. Yeah. Oh, God. That old-timey candy. The
Yeah.
candied cigarettes. Oh, I loved those.
Oh, I loved those.
Me too. Like I would eat 2 or 3 packs in a sitting. I'm not even kidding.
I used to sit on my front steps, and my uncle was a heavy smoker. I used to pretend I was him, and of course, my mother saw me when she thought I had one of his cigarettes.
Oh God!
Oh, that's
it's
funny.
And I'll tell you, now back then, I mean, They just didn't say, "Oh, put that down." No, I literally got a sandal whacked right off the back of my head. She didn't even bother coming down the stairs the whole way.
Oh, that's too funny.
She just assumed I had one, and
Right.
I'll tell you, I think I still have that concussion all these
Listen,
years later.
our parents
But
did
I'll
not
tell
mess
you,
around.
you learned your lesson.
That's
Yep.
right. Our parents did not mess around. I could stick my finger in a light socket and shock the shit out of myself, and she'd look at me and say, "You won't do that again, would you?"
Yeah, that's right. And guess what? You can take yourself to the ER.
Right.
Start walking, they'd say.
Let me know when it's done.
Yeah, start walking and find a job to pay off the bill.
Oh, they crack me up. It's so funny. I swear, kids would never make it today in the 80s or whatever.
I don't think so. Everybody was just left unattended.
Yeah, we were feral, for real.
Yeah. It's true. It's true.
We were feral. That's what we were. We came in when the lights came on. Come on.
Yes, that was it. We'd be out on the street. I mean, we had the street up divided into little tribes. It was like, whoa.
Yes, your friend. Exactly.
I'm
I
telling
met my
you.
friends,
I mean,
and
we
we
had
were
this-
gone.
Oh,
We didn't even come home for lunch.
the hell
Yeah.
was that?
So now that was the best time, though. You guys got to admit that was just it was so much funner than today. You know, I think.
What was that?
So now that was the best time, though. You guys.
Oh,
Got
I'm sorry. I had
Oh.
something else going there.
Am I responding to an echo?
I know it. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to find a nice. I can't do 20 things here at once. Apparently.
You're a multitasker. Apparently. Where's Joe Mama?
Joe. That's one of our regulars.
Joe Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a hoot.
That's funny. Joe
He's
Mama.
a hoot and a half.
I bet he's getting ready. He might have had to take his wife out maybe for dinner because, he's going to leave Dodge.
He's leaving the wife
And he's
behind.
leaving her at home. I was shocked to hear that, by the way.
I'm
I
guessing
wasn't.
Y'all don't like that Musk is in the White House, huh?
What makes you say that?
I'm just asking. I know. You get this weird feeling,
Trust
Yeah.
your instincts.
Well, let me ask you a question, and I'm trying to get educated here because listen, I don't know where I stand, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But why though? Why is it an issue? Is my question.
Well, we have a constitution, and that's what we usually go by, meaning we have elected officials. It's a democratic constitution.
Right.
And-
I've looked into that, right? Because I had.
So
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say basically the short answer is that he wasn't elected. He has no experience, and what we're seeing are just lies and distorted information. And
Well, how do you know they're lies though? The stuff he's finding though. I mean,
well, I know, for example, I was talking earlier about NPR found documents from the State Department where it was $400,000, let's say, but Elon had put down on the papers that it was 400 million.
Oh, dear
And he
Lord.
backdated these documents and made it look like, it wasn't what it was. And there's been several instances of that, and they've had to take down these documents because they're not real.
inaccurate. Gotcha.
So,
Yeah. Because
Well, you
I
don't-
mean, all I know is what I've seen. I haven't really dove into. I was just in a car accident a couple of days ago.
oh,
I
Jesus.
haven't really looked at a lot of what's going on anymore right now. The past couple of weeks, not to be honest with you.
I guess the other question would be why would you want somebody like that in there?
Well, when I did research it now, and I don't know a whole lot about it, so please correct me or help me along here. But from what I read, as far as you were talking about elected officials and stuff, there is something, and I don't know what, but there was something that I read that made it make sense that it was okay that he allowed Musk to be there, not being an elected official. You know what I mean? I don't remember what it is, and I'd have to Google it, for the love of God. But
You mean because he was appointed by Trump?
something like that, I'm guessing. I mean, I'm sure the Republicans have all came out and was like, blah, 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 this is why, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
And I don't know who to believe or what's accurate and what isn't. You get on Google and you get different answers no matter what
Right.
you look at.
Yeah.
It's super
Lucky there
confusing
was
for
something
people like
put
me.
out though that did do that, like kind of justified why he's in there, and I it was probably the same thing, and I just wasn't really fully
Yeah.
paying attention.
Yeah, there was some kind of justification, and they went into the legality of it and all this other stuff and used these big words, and you know how it works. But I just didn't know if there was any truth to that or if
Yeah.
it really truly was that they had to be an elected official. There's no loophole. There's no blah, blah, blah,
Well, I mean, the president can appoint people for certain special tasks and things like that, but they have to go through the process. If they're special federal employees or federal I said employees, I meant appointees. They have to go through a vetting process, and that isn't happening. That's the other part of it.
So that's the major issue, is that he's just not someone that we've elected in, or
Well,
somebody.
that's one. I don't know if it's the major issue, but it's the one, and the fact that he has no experience. He has no experience in government, because when you're dealing with people, they're just not numbers. They're people behind those numbers, and he's laying off so many people. Even a family member of mine, I just found out last night, is part of the layoff. And it's too much. I mean,
I think a lot, as far as the laying off goes, I don't necessarily agree with all that either.
Yeah.
I think that some of them, he had made a comment that some of them were over 150 years old that were getting Social Security checks.
Oh yeah, that was
I'd be
all
like,
false.
that's a little weird.
But that was all false. You see,
But that's weird, because then that press secretary come out and was talking about that crap too. I mean, I don't understand.
oh yeah, no, it's all false. She's been shown to be mischaracterizing these things left and right. That's where journalism comes in.
It's
They
trickery
get to
of
the bottom.
words.
Trickery of words, but it's also, like because I happen to have a parent who passed away in the last few years. If somebody doesn't report it,
They
the
still get the
systems.
check.
Well, but no, they don't get the check. You can't just cash somebody
Right.
else's check, but it may be on an automatic payment process.
Right, they're still sending it out.
But nobody's
Until
getting
you-
it. Nobody's
Right.
getting the money.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Lucky, are you saying then maybe that we need to be looking maybe at these banks then maybe?
Well, I would say let's look at the top 1% of people in this country. Let's not you and I and the three of us fight over these crumbs about 150-year-old people getting $800 a month that isn't happening. Let's talk about the corporations that aren't paying a fucking cent in taxes. How about that?
Well, I don't want any of my money,
How
no
about-
matter how little.
How about billionaires? How about we tax them up the asshole? How's that sound?
Now, I agree with the flat tax rate.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I agree with the flat tax rate, because I don't think that people who are successful should have to pay higher just because we aren't necessarily as successful. No matter how they got there, it don't matter.
Why doesn't it matter?
How they got there?
Yeah.
As long as they did it legally, what do I care?
Well, how do you know that though?
Well, how do you don't? I mean, you're going to investigate every billionaire?
But
You
what do
just
you?
can't.
But why not? Why can't we have checks and balances? What do you mean? We can't do it? We're the greatest country in the world.
I think that the flat rate, because the more you make, if at a flat rate, you're going to end up paying more anyways. The flat rate is just fair.
Do you know anything about the history of our tax code? The history
I
of
don't know. It depends on what you're
millionaires and
referencing.
well, back to the Rockefeller days and that era where they paid like 90% tax on their fortunes. We're sort of in another gilded age here, where there's no regulations, there's no tax, and all these multi-millionaire billionaires. This is history repeating itself, and it doesn't go well for the billionaires because we usually rise up in a revolution. But no, if people don't know history, like with going back to the 20s and the Great Depression, I mean, we're just going to repeat it. And there's no reason for it. Again, we have plenty of money in this country. We're the number one country. We produce everything. Everything is here. We're great and all that. But we don't pay people. We haven't got a raise in 40 years. We just don't
we
have enough.
produce everything, though?
I'm talking about for us.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm saying we can do it. We can pay
Oh,
people.
absolutely. I agree.
We can move up. All of us need a raise big time.
Tell me about it. Oh, God.
Oh yeah. All of us down here, yeah.
And
for sure.
Right.
Us cost of living,
something like a
brutal.
Walmart is a great example of, and they're one of the top, if not the top corporation in the country as far as money, right? The hundreds of millions and billions of dollars, but they don't pay their employees more than minimum wage. So a lot of their employees are on government assistance, food stamps, and what have you.
Right.
So you and I are subsidizing with our tax dollars the employees of Walmart, and they're the richest corporation, and the family that owns it are the richest people in the country. So they're not being taxed properly. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
Why are we paying their employees to work at Walmart? Because
Yeah,
that's
and
what
you know
we're doing.
And I can agree with you on that particular.
And that's a great example. And just take that and sort of copy and paste it on a lot of these top corporations. There's nobody following up. There's nobody enforcing the current laws that we have. And they're getting away with it. I mean, it's sickening, really.
And I think that no matter who we would have, quite honestly, no matter who we would have got in there, our selection and options weren't the best to begin with. Which was kind of unfortunate. I was not a Kamala fan. Unfortunately, I just wasn't. Not that I was a total Trump fan either, but if I had to choose between the two, I mean, he was the better of the lesser two evils.
But you saw what he did in his first term. Can you say, like...
I don't think he did anything.
But why would you want him to do that again? If he didn't do anything, why would you vote for that again?
When I say anything now, I'll start quoting some stuff because he did do a lot for us in the 4 years that he was president. Now, mind you, maybe not. It depends on the points that you're wanting to talk about. You know what I mean? Like as far as, creating jobs and stuff like that. Yeah, he did. But maybe in other points he kind of failed. But that's with every president. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. I have no idea what you just said. What jobs did he create?
Well, here let me find the.
Oh, she went off the app. We can't hear you when you go off the app.
She might have got a phone
Sorry,
call.
no, I'm here. I just had to do that real quick. I'm so sorry.
That's fine. Oh, no worries.
I don't know where my mouse is.
Don't drop the biscuits.
No, the biscuits are safe. My man won't let me. He's waiting for that sausage.
Yummy.
Are you actually cooking while you're talking to us?
I am. Can't you hear
I
Brian?
love
She's
it.
a multitasker.
I'm a mama.
I love it.
Mama's cooking.
My mama taught me well how to cook. I take good care of my fella.
Oh, God, I'm thinking of that delicious
starving.
biscuits and gravy. I know it.
And
I shouldn't have it.
Vanessa, you should work in advertising for the food companies because you'd get everybody starving.
Yeah,
in the kitchen with Vanessa.
I can talk like in a southern accent. Y'all
I'm
want
telling you, it
biscuits
gets
and
people
gravy?
going. That gets me going. It sounds good.
No, I'll send you a pic. I'll show you a picture when it's almost done. Cooking up now. I'll make you guys drool. Hold on, I'm pulling up my laptop. Oh man, I am freaking hot though. It is like kind of warm here today.
Where did you say you were, or did you?
Ohio.
Oh yeah, that's right. Why oh why oh why oh did I ever leave Ohio?
You ever been here?
No, but I did leave. No, that's a song. You must know that song. People sing that to you all the time.
Now this is, and trust me, I don't want to because I don't know if this is 100% accurate. I just pulled something up really fast, but it said something about gaining 7 million new jobs. The middle class family income had increased by, what does it say? By 5 times the amount or $6,000.
What's that? Trump's first term?
Yes.
And where are you reading that from? Oh,
I am
Alexa is
on-
talking to me. Go ahead.
I'm on whitehouse.archives.gov.
Oh, yes. But you see, that is a very good example of knowing what you're reading, because that is what he wrote about himself, or his team wrote about himself. That's not factual information. He could write, I have that he had the most orange face of all the presidents ever. Well, that may be true, but we don't know it's true because he wrote it about himself.
So White House, though.
Right, because he was the president once. So every president, they archive their time at the White House. So it's archive, I don't know how they do it.
They literally write it themselves.
Yes, because who else? They're in charge.
Really?
Who do you think was writing it?
I don't know.
No, that's a good question. I
didn't know that the presidents themselves actually write it. That's
the president
like
and their team, their administration. That's what I mean by him and them.
Okay.
I mean, who do you think was writing it? I'm curious, like an outside source.
I kind of thought it was more so like maybe the press secretary or someone like that. I didn't know it was him.
But even if she wrote it, she works for him.
Well, sure.
That's my point.
I mean, it's even worse that it's him. You know what I mean? That's even crazier to even think about.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Right. So that, again, this is the interesting part where my philosophy comes in is where journalism is part of our government. It's called the fourth estate. We have three branches of government, and we have the freedom of the press. The press will take the documents, the actual truth from his years in the White House, the numbers provided by the Office of Statistics or whatever it is, and they take it and they read it and they write about it and they tell us what happened. They say, okay, and they cross-reference it with other things, and that's how you get to the truth. They dig and they dig and they dig. They don't just write whatever they want. That would be opinion. And there are some people that do write opinion. In my opinion, Trump did a great job bringing jobs. Well, that isn't the truth. That's opinion. And so that's why it gets messy, especially when people see something like if the whitehouse.gov, that's brought up quite a bit, that people think that that's some sort of source.
It's official. It's the White House, right?
It's not a source, though. You wouldn't source somebody. I mean, again, if I was writing about myself, I'd say I'm the most handsome, tallest guy. I'm thin. Boy, am I good looking. And
ladies' man.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, Bscoop. Come on. But you know what I'm trying to say.
This guy can't walk down the street. They
Listen,
attack
do y'all
him.
personally know each other?
Yes.
No, I don't know who this guy is.
Oh, stop it. I can tell you do.
Yeah. Vanessa, I don't know anybody. I stay in my cave, in my little tent, under my blanket.
Well, you know what I always say? I stay in my perfect little bubble at home, and
Yes.
leave me alone. I'll leave you alone. You know?
Yeah. Well, I like that idea.
Just let me live. Let me live, and I'm good.
Live and let live.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
That's what I say.
Wait a minute, though. I never knew this about the White House. Where do I go? Whitehouse.gov. And
I have whitehouse.archives.gov.
Yes.
Okay. So lucky, all the presidents put all their whatever they put in there. Is that what you're saying? It's
Again, well,
who do you think would write about that? I'm just curious.
I would say, sorry, go ahead, Vanessa.
Go ahead.
I was going to say maybe somebody on the team, not the actual president. But are you saying the actual, like you're saying Joey B actually wrote?
I'm saying he and his team. Write it. That's it.
Okay.
So let me ask you guys this. Do you have anything, what did you think of Biden and his administration?
I think that at the time, you remember we were in the middle of a global pandemic, that we needed somebody who was calm and thoughtful, who had experience governing, and that he was a transitional person and probably the right person for that time.
Okay.
If you remember all the false information that was going around and people weren't taking it seriously, and we lost a couple of million Americans because of this. And again, personally, I knew 3 people who did not believe because of Trump that it was serious, and they passed away. And they were not old, and they were not any of that. They were 50 something or 60, and it's just terrible because they were just repeating. I'm not going to wear a mask. It's not real. It's their hoax. All of the lines. Right. And it's just sad. But
I think that a lot of people assumed that it was more so kind of like your flu, a bad flu, or not that I'm saying that's right. But
well,
I think
again, but where do people? Why do people think that they can just make shit up like that? Like, why would you think, hey, you know what? There's a global pandemic coming. I'm going to use my mind. I have no training in medicine. It's a flu. Achoo.
Well, they were pushing. I think a lot of people lost trust in that too, because they were pushing this vaccine without it even being approved by the. It wasn't even approved yet. This vaccine, and they're trying to shoot it up in people.
You mean Trump's vaccine?
The COVID. I don't care whose it was. I ain't taking the damn thing. That's all I'm saying.
He took it.
I'm a pure blood, and I won't be taking no vaccine. You ain't gonna force me to.
No, but if you, again, looked at the explanation of science of how they were able to generate and test it, the technology of testing has changed, and so they were able to get it to us sooner. And now it's been several years. I mean, there's no proof that any of that happened.
And they've also made 20 boosters.
Right, just like the flu shot every year has changed.
But
Well-
yeah, no, I know. I mean, I hear you there, but I just didn't like that they were trying to tell us what to do. Our government should never have the power to tell us how to do things, ever.
When you say tell us what to do as far as the vaccine, what do you mean exactly?
Well, people were losing their jobs for not getting a vaccine.
But those are private companies. There was no government regulation.
No, but nobody, I mean, all these people can lose their jobs and nobody's going to do anything about it. I mean, it's just not cool. We live here in the United States. You are our commander in chief. You should be watching over us.
Oh, and he wasn't, you don't think?
Well, I don't know. People lost their jobs still.
Yeah, but how does the president control what private companies do? He doesn't. People lose their jobs for any reason or no reason at all
A
every
lot
day.
of government companies were too, though. And well, I know a lot of doctors and nurses. Now, I'm sure those, I don't know about that, but I know a lot of doctors and nurses lost their jobs too.
Well, right, because they have to be, just like when you send your kids to school, they have to be vaccinated, just like anybody that works in public sector, like a doctor or nurse,
Yeah,
or
I
somebody in
find
the
there's
army.
like a fine line as far as anybody telling me what to do or how to do things or how to live or whatever. Now, if you want to say, like you said, they're private companies, what have you, a condition of working here is you have to have the flu shot. You have to have the COVID shot. I mean, obviously, I know certain medical fields. I mean, you have to have vaccines. I mean, that's obvious. But
Well, remember, I mean, thousands of people were dying every day. You remember that?
of COVID?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, I know. I know it was bad. Trust me. And now, luckily, I never got it.
Oh, you're lucky.
Yeah, I mean, unless I got it and just didn't know it.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I hear it was pretty bad, though. I mean, I heard
Have
it
you,
was pretty
have you
vicious.
ever had the flu?
Very rare. I mean, of course, I'm sure I have, but I don't get sick very often. I'm pretty lucky in that respect. But
That's good.
no, I am pretty lucky in that respect. But that doesn't mean that, obviously, I know people died from it. I know it was my mother
Worldwide.
died, as a matter of fact.
Worldwide. I mean, it was all over the world. Especially, I remember there's so many stories, but this little town in Italy where they filmed some movie, and they were just the greatest townspeople, and just thousands of them were just dying because they were in such close quarters.
Right. And it kind of rubbed me wrong, and I know I'm all over the place here because I'm trying to cook too, but it kind of rubbed me wrong about how we had all these tragedies, at the end of their term, and they were kind of forgotten about. Like nobody was offered any help in, I guess, North Carolina, where the hurricane was hitting, and then North Carolina was a flooding. There was people dying like daily there. And there was just no help offered, and that kind of rubbed me a little wrong.
I'm not following. What do you mean there was no help? FEMA was there.
FEMA was, well, from what I've read,
Where?
FEMA wasn't there like they claimed to be.
Where'd you read
And
that?
There's no documentation or anything that they're showing that I seen. And maybe you could send me something, but that I seen that showed them helping him. And then not only that, they said they were applying for funds through FEMA, but being denied.
Yeah, no, that's all been debunked. And I can send you a video of somebody showing you the dates of the people that signed, leases for housing and stuff long before the election.
But see, I get so confused, and I appreciate you guys explaining stuff to me, really, I do, because I get so confused. Like, how do you know what to believe? I mean, really, because I believe both sides are lying for their own agenda anyways. So, if one side's going to lie to us, trust me, the other side has a hidden agenda just as well and are lying to us as well. So it's
what
a
do you
matter
think
of,
the hidden agenda is for
I
either
really
side?
don't, listen, if you want to get into conspiracies, I should have a tinfoil hat.
Well, but keep it short. I mean, you can just say, what is the conspiracy? Keep it short.
I believe that there, like everybody uses that word elite. I believe there are elites who run our country. We are ran at and this is so loosely, but like I literally believe that they go at a table, all the big wigs that run the world, and say, okay, well, maybe we should go to war because this is going to benefit us here or here or here or whatever the case may be. That everything that is done in our world is a decision of the elites.
Okay, let's pause there. Let's pause right there. So you believe that there's an actual meeting of people at a table.
Well, I mean, so to speak, I believe that there are heads of our world, of the world, literally the whole world, in each country, what have you, that that are the top dog, and they are the ones that determine whether we, let's cause a war. Let's cause some panic to cause a war, or let's release some information to cause panic or to cause division. You always hear people talking about racism and throwing that around, but the people who's throwing around the word racism and yelling black, white, purple, whatever, are the racists, in my opinion.
All right, let's pause there. So the people who are saying that there is racism, they themselves are the racists.
Right, because I don't think that we see color. We're looking at you as a person on the inside.
When you say we, who are you referring to?
Well, I
you
think
and
most people in the world, most common good folks of the world.
You're saying you
people, productive citizens.
Okay, and so who are the racists?
Whoever are the ones that are yelling racism all the time.
So the people who think there's racism, are they themselves the racists?
Sometimes, absolutely. Most of the time, absolutely, I should say.
That is pretty wild.
It really is, because honestly, look at it this way. Just see my point of view for a second here. If I'm talking to somebody, now I just told you I'm half Puerto Rican, all right? And if somebody has a conversation with me and is saying, some horrible things about Puerto Ricans and blah, 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 obviously that comes off as racist. That's blatant. It's obvious. But if I'm talking to someone, if somebody's talking to me and they they don't even recognize the fact what my background is, they are judging me as a person, you know what I mean, as what I have on the inside, not necessarily by the color of my skin or anything like that. And if you're going to say, if you're going to sit there and scream, well, that's racist, the only person seeing it racist is you, because we're not seeing it that way. We're seeing it as this person is being bad and they deserve to be punished for it, or whatever the case. I don't believe that racism is bad as it is portrayed to be.
I see. So, but in the past, has there been racism, do you think?
I mean, I'm sure there has been, and it's just like I'm sure there still is today to a point. I mean, there's obvious racism and there isn't, but people scream racism too loosely to use it for their advantage, and it's not cool.
And do they get an advantage? Well, what did you say something that might be misconstrued
Absolutely
as racism?
not. I would never.
Do you remember what you said
but
when they called you racist? What was it right before
I said I was a Trump supporter.
And they just said racist.
Yes, they said you must be a racist and a bigot. That's exactly. So the hatred that I was
hold
getting
on. Let's pause
side.
there for a moment. Let's review that part of what you just said, because there are so many people who have been proven to be racist are Trump supporters. Do you think that's where they were making the connection?
I don't think that it's fair to put me in a class with anyone.
Yeah,
because you judging me based on who I am.
Right.
And I never said anything.
And there's this famous clip I keep seeing. I don't know if you see it, Bscoop, but it's this mother, and she's at the dinner table, and she's saying to the people, now you voted for somebody who aligns with the KKK. Now think about that. Oh. And so I think that's where people come from, because Trump was endorsed by the KKK, and many white supremacist organizations seem to be on his side. I think that's the connection.
Was endorsed by them? So does that mean that, like, does he, I'm just curious because I don't know. So if you're endorsed by somebody like the KKK, does that mean that he has to accept it or deny it? Or is that just something they do automatically and there's nothing you could do about it?
Well, I think anybody that supports white supremacy, that should be denied. Yes, I think they should come out and say a very, very firm denial.
Even if he did say, listen, I don't agree with the whole KKK thing, they still can endorse him anyways, right?
Well, right, because of his policies, though. They're endorsing him because of what he says and does in his policies.
They're applying his policies to their own narrative, though. That doesn't mean that he's racist.
They're applying his policies to their narrative.
Right, so they're racist, obviously.
Yes.
So if he says something like, listen, y'all need to get a job based on your credentials, not the color of your skin, then they're going to maybe interpret that as, oh, he's liking the white man. You know,
I see.
People tend to, and you know this, people tend to change things to help them or benefit what they're trying to preach about.
Well, my experience knowing a little bit about Trump's history and his family history is that they, again, were proven to be racist because they wouldn't rent to African American people. Years back, they would put a C for colored on their application so they wouldn't rent to them. I mean, that's all proven and documented. And
There's documentation of that?
oh my goodness, court documentation, because they were sued. I mean, he and his family have been sued so many times for not paying their bills, for not following the law. I mean, he doesn't listen to anybody, doesn't read anything.
I did look up, you might be able to help me with this too. I did look up Trump's, what he was convicted of and all that kind of stuff to see if he had any other, besides the obvious, but any priors from way back when, just to kind of educate myself on that, because I really didn't know either.
Prior what?
Like any convictions or anything like that.
You mean?
I know he had like SA lawsuits and stuff like that too, didn't he?
Right. Which is, another reason people.
I think the whole government is fucking full of SAs.
Yeah. Well, that's a pretty broad statement to think that the whole government.
I think a lot of people, going back to the conspiracy theories, I think a lot of people are going to be horribly shocked when they realize how much we've been deceived as people.
What do you mean by that? Let's pause right there. When people find out, how are they going to find out?
Well, I don't know if they will. I hope they do. I think that some of it will have to eventually. I mean, the truth.
How did you find out? How did you come to find out?
Theories. People come up with these ideas and conspiracy theories, and I mean, you got to be smart. I mean, obviously, I'm not following certain things. I mean, you have a little bit of intelligence to me, but when something makes sense or something makes me even question it, if something even makes me question it, I want to research it further and try to find the truth. And I think that people are going to start looking for the truth just because of all that's been coming to light with Hollywood and SA and all this other stuff, that people are starting to get a little like, wait a minute here. So they're starting to question more. My
I always say start in your own backyard, your neighborhood, your group, your association. Start there. Start at the church. We know the church and the priests did what they did to the children. Start there. We always know, start with the facts rather than, jumping all the way to Hollywood and all that. Start locally. Who's doing what locally? And once you start in your own backyard, you start to realize maybe things aren't what they tend to be. Maybe conspiracy theorists are conspiracy theorists for a reason.
I kind of agree with you to a point, but I have to say I kind of disagree as far as starting your backyard, because you really kind of got to start where the source is, where the problem is starting. And the problem is starting obviously somewhere none of us as people can reach, because we just don't have the means to do so. So,
well, but that's based on your feeling, right? I mean, you feel that it's somewhere else, that it's not in your backyard.
No, I'm not. I do believe it is in my backyard too. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying it's everywhere. It's rampant. Our world is disgusting. I mean, it really
is it though? You mean the whole world or the country or what?
I just believe that the whole mankind in themselves have always been barbaric.
Where did you learn that?
What do you mean? That we're
Where
barbaric?
did you learn that man is barbaric? I mean,
history tells you that. You look in, there's wars, there's all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's there. It's in our history books.
And so today we haven't learned from any of those wars, and
obviously not.
World War II was sort of a big turning point for this country and the world. We became the superpower.
The United States?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the last 4 years we've weakened ourselves horribly.
In what way?
Well, I mean, we've let nothing. I know it's going to hit a touchy spot with you. I can already tell. The immigration.
What does that mean?
All the illegals that were over here, all the people, and you can look it up. I mean, it shouldn't be one person that was killed by an illegal, because they're illegal for a reason, and it's unfair to the people who are going about it the correct way, the way our law says. So I didn't agree with that in itself. That was another reason why I kind of didn't shy.
I would have to ask you what you just said and try to rephrase it, because I don't know what you just said.
I don't believe immigrants should be here. Illegal immigrants.
Okay.
You come here the proper way.
What's the proper way?
What our law states.
Which is what?
That you have to go through the proper channels. You have to get you can't just cross the border. Does that make it okay?
Well, our law, yes, says you can seek asylum.
They're not seeking asylum. They're coming in by the thousands and millions.
The thousands and millions. Where are they coming from? Where are they?
Well, I know one of them was the Mexican border was one of them that was wide open that he just recently secured.
Oh, no. Nothing has changed at the border. It's all the same.
But
the same process, the same vetting. No, you can come here to the United States and claim asylum, whether you come by your feet to the border or whether you take a plane from another country, and you can land here and claim asylum. And there's a legal process to that.
You have to be. See, you're
That's the law.
Well, there is a law. And the law means that you can't just cross the border and come here in whatever amount you want. There is a proper way to go about it and proper channels. You know what I mean?
You have to come here. You have to come to the United States to claim asylum. That's it.
What you're saying is then anybody who's doing it, the proper channels, don't bother doing that. Just come across the border and claim.
But that is the proper channel. I'm saying that is the proper channel. I'm saying coming here and claiming asylum is the legal proper channel. That's all.
So my friend from Guatemala, her father come here. All right. He had to go through classes.
Yes.
He had to go through all kinds of rigmarole.
Yes.
To become a citizen. He didn't get to just say, okay, I'm going to step over this border and seek asylum.
But nobody's doing that. People are going through a process. That's the whole problem at the border. Because they're overwhelmed with the number of people. That's the legal process. You come to the border, you're processed. But I think you're missing the key point. People come to the border and they're processed. And we know who they are. We know where they are. This myth that we don't know who's coming, that's just a myth. That's conspiracy theory. There's a minuscule amount of people.
That kills me because and I'm not downing you at all. Trust me, because you guys are educating me more than you realize. But I'm questioning it because the thing is that you hear everybody saying, that they're not documenting all these people that are coming across, that they've lost hundreds of thousands of children.
Well, of course, because it makes Vanessa in Ohio scared to hear that. And that's something that touches you right to your core. If it's not happening, then... But that's not happening.
That they lost children?
That was... that goes back to Trump. They did it deliberately.
Okay. I don't know. I'm sorry. Hold on.
But the children.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I agree with that because I remember researching this and I don't know. I really think that there's something that either I'm missing or you're missing as far as the immigration goes in this country, that you can't just simply cross the border and come here and claim asylum and then get paperwork started and, do your thing.
Right.
That's the law.
Lucky.
Yo.
So I wanted to say, though,
I was wondering where the hell you were. Bscoop, I forgot you were here.
Quiet over there.
Well, because I'm taking what you're saying and he's saying, and what I want to know is, do you both think that maybe, though, because I don't know much about that topic. I know the immigration is an issue, but I'm no expert on it all. But what if we're all kind of like getting gaslit a little? Like, you know what I mean? Like they cast like, they'll say like, yeah, but they are coming in illegally, or, I don't know what I'm trying to say exactly. I feel like there's a little bit of like gaslighting going along, like, and like Vanessa made a good point. Like both sides are kind of getting just a little bit of like a picture. So like me, B thinks a certain way, and I go, you know what? Yeah, like, put up the biggest wall because I'm so done.
Yes, as long as they keep putting information out there, you don't know what to believe. But that's
why I'm saying, like, do you think, like, because like I feel like maybe I'm being gaslit.
I would have to ask, what would be the purpose? What is the benefit to gaslighting you?
Divided from what? And Vanessa and everybody else.
Again, I would go back. Yeah, I would go back to, yes, we should be working together. If you're making under $500,000 a year, we should be working together to get the millionaires and billionaires to pay their fair share. Why we are fighting over things that may or may not be happening and things that are minuscule, and they're laughing all the way to the bank. They're not paying taxes. They're getting tax breaks. These,
I don't know that. Is that what you were saying? Yeah, they do.
The millionaires and billionaires, yes, they just approved it. What was that, last night, the new tax bill?
Now, I heard that also is the same as far as immigrants. Is that true?
What about immigrants?
Like when they come here, that they're allowed to be tax free for X amount of time or something.
Oh, I don't know anything about
I
that.
think
No.
I don't know either.
I thought they
every-
paid into the
Yeah, everybody
social
pays.
system, but
I thought they did too, to be honest.
but they can't collect. Somebody told me that. Now
They
I don't know if that's
they get
accurate.
an alien number. It's not a social security number, but it's like a social security number. It's a legal alien or immigrant number that you can use to pay social security, but they do not get it back unless, I guess, they become a citizen, which is the ultimate goal. Again, making the path to citizenship is what benefits all of us, because we need people to work. We need people to pick
Right.
the strawberries and the fruit and all
But
the
here,
jobs that we
here in
won't
our
do.
state, I'm in Massachusetts. They make them go to classes because I do know this for a
Yes.
fact. I know a woman, and she said, "No, no, no, no. I came here to seek asylum. I was mandated by I had to go here, and then I have to make an appearance, almost as if they're on probation."
Yeah, right.
I don't know how every state operates though. So, because
It's
I'm not
maybe a
gonna
little
speak for
different,
everybody.
but right, but that's the way it should be. But I was, lived in Miami 20 years, and there's a lot of immigrants there, and from different places. I have firsthand knowledge of friends and coworkers and people that come from other countries, and it's a process. You've got to learn the language. You've got to learn the Pledge of Allegiance and all that silly stuff that we learned as kids. When you come here, you've got to learn it, and there's just not a free for all. And if you think there is, I mean, it's just sad. If you want to look at, again, coming from Miami, I have to happen to have this knowledge, but there was a policy called wet foot, dry foot, which applied to our wonderful friends in Cuba. When they came to this country, a lot of them would float over, literally. I remember picking up the Miami Herald, and they would float over from Cuba on boxes and these rafts that they'd make out of old tires. And if you could get your foot on the dry soil, you got immediate asylum here, and you could work, and you got all the benefits. Those are our Cuban friends and family down there in Miami, and most Americans don't even know what that is. Wet foot, dry foot.
I never heard
But
of
if you
it.
were caught in the water, if you were caught still on the raft, you were sent back or detained.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's a lot people don't know, and there's just too much information for people. Everybody can't know everything. I mean, I happen to live in Miami 20 years. Of course, I heard these stories, and I know it firsthand.
You were
But
at
if
the
I
bay
lived up-
waving at everybody.
What's that?
You were waving at them. Go back. They're coming. They're coming.
I will never forget. It was like this old Ford truck. They got it to float from Cuba
No.
to Miami. I couldn't believe it.
No.
If you look, yes.
What?
It was probably 20 years ago now, but
Wait.
I will look it up, find the picture. I'm going to find the picture. I'm going to put
Vanessa,
it up.
that's some dedication.
I gotta see that.
Yeah, I'm going to look it up. It was on the front
That's a good
page.
one. Oh, that's crazy.
Now that made me laugh.
That made
How'd
me
they
giggle.
do that?
They're very ingenious.
Oh, I get stuck on some of the silliest things.
I'm telling you, you crack me up with your giggling over there.
Don't we make a good team, him and I?
You kind of do. Well, and it's nice too, and it's refreshing because you guys are respectful. And
Oh
as long
my
as
God, I found the picture.
Whoever you bring up has to be respectful, and you can't argue. Yeah, show the picture on the green screen, can you?
It was
Yeah, let's see it.
2003. I'm gonna
Oh
get
my
it up there.
gosh.
Hold on. You're not gonna believe your eyes.
I'm surprised I'm shocked someone wasn't just taken out in the water because, I mean, that's post 911 there.
Well, remember
Right?
little
like,
Elian
whoa,
Gonzalez?
we were on edge here where I was.
Right,
so-
right, right.
What is
I
it?
mean, hold on.
Julian
I'll be right there.
Gonzalez.
Do you remember? That was wild.
I don't know if the whole picture is gonna show because, of course,
I know this
TikTok is
platform,
like-
I tell
Gotta see
you.
this. Oh,
Oh,
stop it.
You th-
come on.
that's no joke.
Oh my God.
Okay, you're sticking out like a sore thumb, I'd say. You're not
You
even
believe
going to
it?
get off the seashore of Cuba.
I mean, I hate
That's
the
like
laugh
a
at that. I really
1950s
do.
Ford truck, and they
Oh,
put
yeah.
all like barrels around it to get it to float, and they had
Oh
a
my
motor or
God.
something, like a lawnmower motor, and
Wow.
they fucking sailed right over
Wow.
here. Excuse
I
the
guess where
language.
there's a will, there's a way.
I suppose you were right there.
Yeah.
That's pretty darn funny, and I hate to laugh at that, but that is funny.
Oh, I'll laugh at. I'll even make fun of it.
I feel
I
bad
don't
for
care.
laughing.
Imagine
really
if that
do.
thing hit an iceberg.
Oh my God! Stop it! Stop it! Oh my God!
I'm terrible.
You are. That's funny though. I'm not gonna
I mean,
lie.
you don't
That-
forget
you're
an
damn right
image
it's
like
funny.
that. You never. I mean, look at.
Well,
this.
now, come on. It looks like they're selling lemonade or something out there.
The lemonade stand out there.
No, they were trying
Anybody
to get
need something
here.
to drink on their way to the
Who
border?
needs something? Oh, you know they had something good to drink. You can bet.
Oh
They
my
got some
God,
good
that
stuff.
Cuban rum! You can't beat that.
Whoa.
Hello.
Why did you have any?
That sounds
Oh,
wicked.
sure. Especially at Christmas, they would make a certain rum type of Christmas drink that somebody.
Coquito?
Is that what it is?
Puerto Ricans make that coquito.
Oh, maybe.
It's
Oh, you know what? I may
coconut
be
rum.
mixing it up. You're right. It may be. Is that Puerto Rican?
Yeah, it's a coconut kind of drink.
Possibly. Yes, maybe.
Yeah, it's white.
been a
like
while.
creamy, like an eggnog
Maybe.
kind of
Yes.
texture.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's
Yes.
exactly what it is. I make that.
And it's
delicious.
potent, right? It's very
Oh, it'll
powerful.
knock you on your ass.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yes.
I'll wake up 10 days later.
Yes.
I feel like
Yeah.
I'm back on somebody's island.
I
Epstein.
woke
Wink,
up.
wink.
I floated over to Cuba one
For
time.
real, and you know it's a sneaker too because you could drink it and drink it. You don't taste any alcohol, so
That's
Oh,
it.
it
that's
just
it.
sneaks
dangerous.
up on you real quick, man.
Oh, boy.
When you get up out of your seat, you realize you should sit back down.
Oh, that's when you know it's good.
That's right.
Well, you tell us if you have to go serve your dinner and all that. We know that you're doing two things at
Oh,
once.
I'm actually doing the gravy right now.
Oh, I hear it.
Yeah, I'm browning.
Lucky. That sounds so good.
Is that your husband?
He just said, "I'm waiting."
I know you're waiting,
Can
sir.
he hear us? I said, if you have to go, just go. We understand.
Yeah, we don't want to infringe
What do
upon
they
your
call this? A
time.
roux? A roux? Is that the word they use? Yeah, a roux.
She's good at multitasking. She'll be all right.
Thanks, baby. I appreciate that. You're awesome.
That might overcome.
That's
You're a good fella. I just met these dudes. I just popped into their live, and they were making fun of Trump, so I had to ask.
We're moving in,
What's
sir.
going
We're going to be moving in. Vanessa said it's okay.
on? They're
you
coming
have an
crazy.
Airbnb.
Right. She said I can put my toothbrush next to yours. I hope that's okay.
They're from Boston. I can hear his accent now. Next to yours. I heard it that time. Oh, that's great.
That's funny.
We live actually right next to PA. About what, half hour away from PA? Hour away from PA. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I actually grew up in Cleveland though, but yeah, he got me out here in this country and shit. I don't know what the hell's up
You
out
have
here.
acres of land, or
Well, yeah. Well, they have this big vineyard that they sell their grapes to make wine. I actually live in what's called wine country in Ohio. And there are nothing but vineyards on every freaking corner.
wow.
They're just everywhere. And I don't drink either, so that's kind of funny.
I don't either. I would if I were there, though, probably.
But
Little
yeah, I mean, it's
taste.
pretty nice. It is very like country-ish. You know, in my all of almost 50 years, I've never had a tick until I moved out here 2 years ago.
Oh, geez, those
I almost had a
ticks.
heart attack. Oh God, it was terrible. It's not fun.
No, that's not fun. It's kind of like what? It's
Gross,
scary.
man. The thing crawled up my body before it burrowed itself.
Oh,
Yep.
I was
Did you
like,
have to
"What?"
go to the a medical facility to have it removed?
No, he pulled it off me, and
Okay.
I didn't get Lyme disease, thank God.
Okay, that's why. Because I thought they had like you have to get to it in a certain amount of time, but
Yeah, like he noticed it right away. 'Cause
Oh,
they
good,
Have,
good.
they had like these, and I know when I got it, they had these cherry trees out there. And we were eating these cherries off the darn tree, and I swear I think it got on me at that point. Sucker.
the tick population in general though has grown. I did hear that. I don't
That's
know what the
disturbing
number
to
is.
think
It's
about.
disturbing. Yeah,
It really is.
it's pretty scary.
I don't want nothing to do with any kind of bugs, to be
Yeah,
honest.
me
But,
neither.
I mean, especially spiders. I mean, keep those away. I know they're good for us.
Ugh.
I know they are, but
I
that
don't
doesn't
want
mean they're not ugly.
I don't mind spiders.
You don't? I can't. I
No,
have
because they eat
arachnophobia.
all the other little little insects.
No,
I will cry if a spider gets on me. Like, no joke.
I'd lose it. I'd go, wow.
Yeah, I don't like any kind of bugs. No, I'm not down for that.
Nope.
So yeah, I had a heart attack whenever I got that tick. I thought I was gonna die.
Oh, I would have lost it.
I did. I was screaming. I'm like, get it off me! Get it off me! No, God!
Get it, get it, get it. Lucky you encounter a tick before?
Have I? Oh.
Oh, me? Who, me? I don't think so.
No?
You'd know. You would know.
Maybe when I was a kid, I'm having a vague recollection.
Of having one?
I don't know if it was a tick or what it was.
Did you guys grow up in Boston?
I did.
Yeah.
Okay. I barely.
No, you would know.
I don't know if it was a tick or is there other little bugs, like, do they burrow into you or?
I don't think so. Is there any other bugs like ticks that burrow in your skin, honey? Chigger, he said? Chigger? I've never heard of those.
We don't. I've heard those, but we wouldn't have those.
I don't even know where the heck those are.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah, I'm trying to think where they would be. Yeah.
Babies? Ew, isn't it like body lice? Oh, God. Oh, mercy. What's up, baby?
Lucky we'd run into rats.
Hold on, I'm going to put you on pause 1 second.
Yeah.
Or mute. Sorry, I'll be right back.
It's okay.
Lucky, I can't tell you how many times I've run into a rat.
Oh my God. And down Newberry Street, they're everywhere.
It's disgusting.
You know, I used to have like a Honda scooter, like, and I remember one time I had to drive through the alleys in the back bay.
Oh, forget it. No.
And it was nighttime. And oh my God, I had to put my feet up in the air on, you know, how your scooter, how you sit, and my feet were way up. And I just will never forget that because the headlight, you know, I could just see them all. And, but you know, my friend lives down there and he has to deal with them all the time. I mean, that's just part of, I mean, New York. Have you seen some of those videos? The big rats getting the small rats. Oh my God.
It's disturbing.
I'm trying to download this. Jesus.
Drop the biscuits.
Grab your biscuits.
Get your biscuits.
No, I'm good, honey. Thank you.
I'm trying to download this free audio editing software. I just want to pump up the volume on something.
Oh, God.
And it's downloading everything else. Like.
Oh, of course, right?
That's how they download all these extra add-ons and log the stuff down.
I haven't used it in a while, but I have used it previously, so I don't understand. Everything wants my attention, my permission, notifications.
And that's scary in itself. What you need all that for?
Yeah, what are you doing with all that?
Right.
To sell me more crap.
Right, pretty much. And then install a bunch of little mini craps on your phone.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh man, this looks good.
Oh, you have no idea how hungry you're making us.
I'm gonna tell you in a second here. I'm gonna add my milk.
Oh, you're gonna show us.
Oh my gosh.
Biscuits are done. Did you want to make some eggs, babe?
Great to see you again.
All right, I'm not going to do it then.
You're saying this app is saying it's great to see me again. I didn't even know I had been here before.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. We've missed you.
I'll tell you though, I always do sign up for new apps just in case one day I want to use it, and I go, "Oh, I signed up 3-5 years ago. I've got it." I always find accounts that I didn't even know I had. Like what's that other one they use now? Where they have these like forums, Discord. I had Discord probably for 10 years, but I never used it. I don't even like it.
I don't either. I don't get it.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I got rid of it. So
I did too. I had it for like a half a day.
I said, how do you do this?
Oh, I just hate the way it looks. I hate everything about it.
Right. It's not user friendly, I don't think.
Yeah.
I guess maybe that's why they like it. I don't know.
Maybe we're just old.
Well, shit, that could be too.
That's probably.
I keep
Why does that feel like that's
old.
closer to the truth? Then?
For real, because if you watch, it's usually kids that are on there playing games. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to be around a bunch of kids. So.
Me neither. I don't want to be around my own kids, let alone
exactly.
God, they're assholes. I don't want to be around them.
I can't
They're
find
mean
it.
to me.
True. It's true. That's why they have the 21 plus section and up.
Right?
You know, they have those. I can't wait. They have
Oh,
these
God.
the communities. You got to be 65 and older, and
Right, to live in it. Yeah.
more people have said to me, "You're gonna love it."
You'll love
Really?
it.
Trust me,
You're
you're
about
gonna
your
love it.
age.
You don't have to deal with the crap.
I'm telling you, that's probably true, though. That's probably seriously
I
true.
said, "Yeah, you're right."
Because you're all thinking the same way. You don't want to be bothered by no one. And just let me just live my life and die.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Live.
Let me sit on my lawn.
Right. In my rocking chair and watch
Yeah.
stories.
Oh.
That's what we used to do as little kids.
Oh, that sounds nice.
You see, I have so many places where I put files, Dropbox, iCloud. No wonder I can't find any damn thing. Oh,
What are you trying to play it in here?
no, it's the Joe Mama thing. I want to pump up the volume. It's too low. And incorrect file type. Oh, dear God. Oh, I think I have to import it. Let me see.
Well, I give you a lot of credit. Me and the tech.
Oh, this is what I
don't
did
get
all day
along.
long when I was at the station. All I did was convert audio, upload, download, bing, bang, boom, bing, boom.
This over here, that over there.
Oh my! And then I got to automate some of it, but still, you had to like.
How do I turn my camera so you can see? Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Flip.
Oh, we're gonna get to see the food.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Thank you. Oh yeah.
There's the biscuits.
Oh.
Yes. Oh man,
Wow.
I am definitely gonna have to hang up after this and eat.
I know. I'm
That
starving.
looks really
You got-
delicious.
what's the time there?
6:28.
Oh, okay. So we're in the team. Okay. So you guys haven't eaten dinner yet?
No, I haven't. We've been on here for like 2 hours, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's
Oh my
more than
goodness.
that. Let me
Yeah.
see how long we've been on here.
Probably 2 hours.
Almost 2.5. Yeah.
Whoa.
So we are going to go probably
Yeah, I'm gonna
after
go for
this.
Brandon.
Yeah, we probably should go so we can go eat.
Yeah, I'm
But
gonna
it-
probably jet out of here too.
All
and
right, enjoy. Good to
serve my
talk with
family
you.
dinner. It was a pleasure meeting you guys. I appreciate your patience with me and just being respectful.
Absolutely. Same
And
with
you
you.
know, I would be the same with you. I would never disrespect anyone. So it's all good.
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna
Appreciate
follow
it.
you guys though. Hold on.
All right. Thank you.
All
Great.
right, you guys take care. I'll see you next time.
Okay, sure.
All right,
Take care.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Wonderful.
Was nice.
Wow, that was great. And then the shot of the food there. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
telling you, I hate to admit this, but
Oh.
in the morning at Wendy's, they have a biscuit and gravy meal
They do?
for breakfast. Yes. Did you know that?
No.
Oh,
No.
Wendy's breakfast is delicious. I think I have mentioned that.
Wow.
Not sponsored, but would
Not
love to be.
sponsored. But speaking of Wendy's, did you see they're doing the Girl Scouts Thin Mint Cookie Frosty?
I did. Is that available yet?
It is available for a short time.
Why can't I open this damn file?
I
in
don't
this
know. Why
damn-
did you see Joe come flying through? Or
No, I just want to have it ready.
I know, because
I've been
usually he
wanting
comes
to
in
do
at the
it the
end
last
sometimes.
few times, but I haven't had a chance to do it. So
And don't forget, we started early, so I mean, we're because it's only 6:29. So
that's true. I'm ready for my nap now that
Yeah.
I'm.
what
No,
was
I
wrong
have
with
to
me
eat.
yesterday? My gosh, I took that nap.
You were wound up today.
Whoa!
Did you nap today too?
No.
Oh,
Nope,
yesterday.
I've been up since 4 a.m.
Oh, that's right. Well, you were up late though. You were texting me.
I
It was almost
was.
11.
Yeah.
How the hell do I get the? Oh,
I don't know what it is with me. It's just whoa.
convert.
I
Do
thought
have
that was a great
compress?
conversation.
I did too. I mean, she's right. When you respect each
Yeah.
other and all of that, that's very important.
And that's why I asked that. And I was really taking it all in because I was listening and I said, I know what she's talking about. But that's why I said, I feel like we're being gaslit in a way at times with where I may get my information from. And like you had said, you've said this to me again, though. You're thinking about something when, on the other hand, these people are collecting billions and billions of dollars, and you're worried about if there's a pencil on Mars.
Yeah. Well, because I
And
do
it's good for
believe
me to hear because it
Yeah.
puts it in perspective.
Well, because I do believe that sincerely. I do think,
Yeah.
It's interesting to hear from you and other people how you come to these conclusions. And she was very open about, like, a lot of it is conspiracy theory, which is usually disproven or whatever. But okay, let's hear you out and so we heard what she had to say, and that's interesting to me. But media literacy is part of the problem. And again, our education system has failed us now for, 30 years or more even. Not even knowing how the government works, how, remember the old, it was a Schoolhouse Rock, how the bill becomes a law.
Oh, right.
And that's how we learned civics. We didn't even, they dropped civics years ago because that's how everything works. Our government, our laws, local and national. If you don't even know about a school board or a city council or your local representatives or your national representatives, how do you know how to do anything? Now, not everybody is interested in everything. I get that. But that's where the point where you have to trust people. Okay, that's where trust comes in with journalism, local, and national, radio, television, newspapers. You have to trust people, just like you trust your doctor. But see, now that everything's becoming, like you say, gaslight, you don't believe anything.
Wow,
well, then who
that's
do you
just it.
believe?
I
You
know.
got to jump off the diving board. It's like,
Right. At what point do I, as B, say, yeah, but then who's telling me the truth?
yeah.
Because I feel like that a lot of the time sometimes, because I go, oh, well, even with some of the doctors I have done that. I'll admit to that. I've said, oh, they're full of baloney. And
I think you have to be your own advocate for everything.
yeah.
And I'm not even actually sure what I mean by that. But yeah, I mean, you got to fight for your own health.
Yeah.
You've got to fight for everything. And it's just sad that we've become this way because, we have everything.
It's sad. It's like, what the hell?
Why can't everybody, have a little bit of paradise?
That'd be nice.
I mean, listen, it wasn't too long ago, seriously. When we were growing up, okay, the summer used to be summer break for everybody.
Yes,
At
remember?
work, on TV, the networks would run reruns. There was no, 12 months a year, new TV programs were coming out. People took a month off for family vacation. I mean, you go to your boss and say, I want to take one day off, and there's going to be a meeting, emails, I got a voicemail, text messages, I'm bringing in HR, the manager, I'm going to write you up, I'm going to write you down. I mean, they don't want to even take one day. We used to take the summer, go to summer camp, but the family could take 2 or 3 weeks. Because summer, now it's not that. Things have changed in a short amount of time, and it goes back to labor and history. Again, not too long ago, we used to work 7 days a week.
Yeah.
And that was, again, I'm going to say a revolutionary period of our history when workers rised up and unions were formed and they negotiated a 5-day work week. It's not that hard to understand. Yeah, there's a lot more complexity to it, of the history of it, but that's what it is. Workers rised up, formed unions, and demanded a 5-day work week.
Yeah.
We used to work 7 days not too long ago.
Yeah.
Okay? Servants were a thing not too long ago. Has anybody seen Downton Abbey?
Yes.
Oh, you've got the picture full screen now.
I love
Those
that photo.
people.
I can't believe you took this photo off the shore of Florida.
Well, I did not take the photo. That's from the newspaper.
Oh,
I remember
thinking you're
seeing
on
it.
the sand dunes waving at this truck.
No, I would have swam out there and helped them. I would have given them immediate
Yeah, but you would have been
assistance.
doing an exclusive interview at the same time, knowing
I
you.
just remember the front page of the Miami Herald had that picture. And of course, it was on all the newscasts. And that was seared into my brain, that picture. I've only brought it up, I probably 2 times in 20-something years I've looked it up. This is the second time. Because look at it. Look at how desperate they were to get out of there.
Well, they need to republish this.
That is a goddamn 1950s Ford truck that they put in the water with floaty things that came over from Cuba to Miami. Does anybody understand what's happening?
But that's why I'm saying that puts this photo in itself speaks volumes about, like, how, we're coming to your country to save ourselves. We are holding on to the last little thread of hope
Yeah.
to have a life.
Quit.
You know?
I don't even know what I just did there. Damn it. What am I doing?
What's it doing? Giving you trouble? See, I just feel like there's something wrong with this app, though. It feels off. There weren't that many people coming through because I was watching.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the heck is up.
Well, we have discussed that, you know.
Too many times.
Well, no, I mean, they want you to have people giving you gifts, and we're not doing all of that. Why?
Yeah. Well, we're more than just little gifty gifts. What's this TikTok live TV that they're pushing? I've seen that. That's pretty wild.
I haven't seen that. What is it?
I don't know exactly what it is. Now, when I don't have a photo, does it just say the Bscoop down there, my little logo, or is it just a Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. Where's the live?
You know, it's funny. We don't really have that Boston accent.
No, it's funny, people. I mean, I obviously working in radio couldn't. Yeah, today on the show we got my mother, my father, have a yard. Although I will tell you, one of the most famous public radio shows came from Boston called Car Talk. And they did talk like that. Yeah, it was the #1 show for years.
Oh, my gosh.
Years and years. Even after one of them died, they still played the show until somebody wrote an article, please stop with this zombie car talk. Because it was the #1 rated show. People that never listened to NPR would come to listen to that show. And it wasn't about cars. It was about anything. People would call up and say, hey, Click and Clack. That was their names. My car sounds like this. Hey. Do you know what it is? And they'd laugh and laugh. And it's kind of like you and me, actually, now that I think about it.
I think that's why people like coming in.
Yeah. Oh, Christ, I forgot there's another step to the software here.
Oh, take a right turn, then a left turn. Look at this guy driving this truck. It's wild.
I'm telling you.
Mozambique.
Audacity 3.6.
But I'll tell you something. Speaking of laughter, that's what today was like and it was, 2 hours just flew by because it was just, we were all kind of hanging out and we were all under the agreement of we just want to have a good time and laugh and talk. And that's all we were doing for 2 hours today.
Yes.
And they even said, these are the lives. It's this chaos of, it's fine if you want to talk about it. Let's talk about it. But this whole villainizing and just cutting people off, blocking people, kicking them out of the room it's not getting anybody anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose it's fun. I'm not saying we won't do that. I'm happy to do that if someone would like me to do it. I mean, I can flip a table like the rest of them.
That's right.
You are crazy. But they don't. People need a little bit of the giggles.
You got to.
People got to be tickled.
Oh, God.
Not touched, tickled.
There's a difference.
There's a big difference, Michael. See, I go too far one way or I go too far the other way. See, nobody's safe with me.
Nobody does it better
than me.
Okay. Uninstall, ignore the thing, read, accept the license. Did I do any of this?
I just usually say, yeah, where's the agree button?
Exactly.
Do you agree that I get to spy on you for the rest of your life? Yeah.
Select location. Oh, I forgot about all this. Yeah.
Beep,
plug in. You got to install it.
Unplug, plug it in, plug it out.
I mean, what year is this that you got to do this?
2025. Just take everything I've got already.
Oh,
goodness. Why is it so difficult?
God, honest to Christ on the cross. References. This.
And his birthday's coming up.
Jesus' birthday?
Is it? No, is it his birthday?
Is it December
they'll
again?
be coming for. Not his birthday.
God, I missed
He's
6
back.
months.
The sequel.
Jesus is back.
He shall rise.
Oh, is this, where am I here? Oh, here we go. Library.
Easter. My apologies. Not his birthday. Not his birthday.
Oh.
His twin brother's birthday.
Oh, I think it's all set. Let me see if I can do it now. It located it automatically.
Excited.
Bscoop. You
So
thought
am I
that
in for a
this thing
treat?
was-
Whatever you're working on.
Did you think that this thing was going to beat me? There it is. Got it. Boost it.
You will never.
It's just.
Lucky we got to go to Wendy's then.
Oh yes.
Next
Yes.
field trip.
Isn't it funny? I had such a.
Oh my God, I'm starving for Wendy's now. Oh, this is awful.
I had such a. Oh, it won't allow clipping. Oh, let me see what it sounds. Oh, that's. I don't know if you can hear this. Hold on.
No, I don't hear anything.
Oh, it won't allow. That's. Hold on. That's. How do I get the computer in here?
Ask Hillary.
Hillary. Now, oh, we're gonna get crazy with the audio. Oh, this might be it. Now, we're gonna get crazy with the audio. Oh, I thought that was supposed to be mix minus. Hold on. Let me look at this. Channels. Oops, back. USB.
Oopsie,
Preset
oopsie.
thing. I think I already looked at this. Boop, boop, boop. How come that's not mix minus? Oh, I have it at +5.
What are you doing?
Don't know. It's not mix minus. I'll have to save it and play it for you.
Yeah.
Export, import, export. It's all about I always say it's all about importing and exporting. Oh, it's a WAV file. Oh, yes. Export.
Yeah.
Where did it go? Where did it go?
Are you going to have it play on here?
I am. I just got to see where it is. Oh, it's in documents. Okay. I think I almost have it. Just 10 easy steps. 10 easy steps. Where is it? Joe Mama. I have a headache.
You're probably hungry.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I am. All right, clear this. How do I get rid of that? Import. From the computer to this. Okay, I think I almost have it.
You got it, sir.
30%, 40%, 60%, 70%, 80%. Joe Mama. Let's see if I'm on the right page.
To be Joe Mama.
Now it's loud enough, but you know what? It needs a little bit of an edit. I don't know if you heard. It starts
To be Joe Mama.
She says to be or something. So now we got to open up the editor, load the audio, clip it, import audio. Joe Mama. It's got to be, I can't hear it though. Joe Mama.
Well, he's getting ready to go to you know where. I think that's coming up on the 28th for him. So
Yeah.
maybe he's working tonight.
Well, that's all right, but we can still.
Oh, he's going to do a live for us from there too. He'll have to come on.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
Right.
I think he makes a lot of promises he can't keep.
Mama.
Oh, now that time I didn't boost it. I edited it, but I didn't boost it. You see, there's a lot to configure here. Boost, volume, amplify. What did I put it up to? 12? It's like 12 something. Yeah. Okay. This is how it is. You got to keep doing it till you get it right.
Try again, like they did out of Cuba with this truck. They got it right over the water.
Can you imagine they floated over here?
That's amazing.
Joe Mama.
That's it.
Joe Mama.
There you
That's
go.
the-
Joe Mama.
That's the exact edit we need. So I had to import the audio from a video. I had to edit out to it says just Joe Mama, and I had to boost the volume by about 12% or something, and then import it into this
Your mama.
soundboard
Hmm.
while we're live.
All in real time. Can you believe it?
I just wanted to mention one more thing before we go.
Yeah.
There was a story, I don't know if you saw this, about an Australian couple that had to sit next to a corpse on their flight for 15 hours. The person.
That's me. No, really?
Yes, apparently somebody passed away in the middle of the flight, a 14 or 15-hour flight, and there was nowhere else to put the corpse, the body, and they were forced to sit next to him. Now, do they get triple miles for that, do you think?
How does that go? How is this possible? That
This has happened a couple of times where people in a long flight have passed away. What do you do? I mean, if there's not an empty seat, what do you put them down in the cargo? How do you get them down there? What do you put them on the food tray?
Yeah.
It's like that movie Vacation. Remember they put the grandmother on top of the car?
Yes.
The wife says,
The
"Oh, it
imagery
wasn't."
in my head makes me giggle. It's
Yeah. Oh my God. And now these people, the couple is saying there were a few spare seats. They didn't want to move the body, apparently.
They probably. I wouldn't want to cross it. I'd say, no way.
Did you ever see that movie Drag Me to Hell? Did we talk about that?
Yes. Whoa, what a movie.
That scene at the end.
Wow.
That'll give you
I live it every
nightmares
day.
like Stephen Miller's Chia Head.
Uh-huh.
Chia Nazi.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Looks out.
All right. I think 2 hours and
Okey
40
dokey.
minutes is good
Oh,
enough.
that's a file.
That's a file.
Whoa, and what a wonderful guest.
Yeah, thank you.